Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's JD, part of the Straight Neck crew. Just want to let y'all know that we have over 30 episodes that have not been uploaded to YouTube just yet. You can check those out in our link tree in the description below. They're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you will also get all of our socials, our Twitter and our TikTok. So make sure to check that out. And if you like what we talked about today, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, comment. We would really appreciate it. So on to the show. Congrats to the Nuggets, bro.
Congrats to the chicken nuggets. They did it.
My MVP, man. I told y'all from the beginning. MVP.
I know
Joel Embiid ain't it, man. I'm just playing.
I know this is jumping the gun a little bit, but I'm already hearing from some of the trades that happened. I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into this trade, the Kristaps Porzingis trade, man.
Hold on, so we ain't gonna talk about the finals for real?
No, I'm just hearing. I'm just gonna let y'all. No, hold on. This way, Stephen A. Smith went on record, and after this Kristaps Porzingis trade to to Boston, he already said that he's choosing them as the title favorites over the Nuggets already, with Kristaps added. So it just goes to show, man, like they're already being underrated, and like. We haven't even got to talk about the Nuggets becoming champions, and people already writing them off for next season. Ain't that crazy?
I mean, that's Stephen A. He has good takes, but he also has some very horrible takes as well. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. You got to take everything Stephen A. says with a grain of salt because I feel like to a certain degree he just does things for attention. And it doesn't hurt. Can't blame him. He's surely a professional expert in his craft, but for him to say that, stop it, bro. I mean, Kristaps Porzingis is not going to be the difference maker to me. I mean, for me, I do think it's kind of an upgrade, though. I feel like the Celtics needed to change something up. And I wouldn't have guessed that it would have been Marcus Smart, the hardest of the team. And I would have never imagined Porzingis going to the Celtics either. It was just kind of like a trade that happened out of nowhere, trading the hardest of Marcus Smart. But as far as putting them in the I'm not doing that. I just can't put them in the final. I don't even see them going to like the finals just now, bro. It's just too early. Too many. It's still teams that haven't even did anything, made any noise. Their trades that still haven't been. Yeah, trades just haven't been made. And then for the Celtics, I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like the Celtics will be back into the finals because we still don't even know if that's like their final form.
Yeah.
So, Nuggets are still up there, of course, the defending champs. But the Celtics, yeah, they're not going back to the finals.
Yeah, that's just a thing that I kind of clipped that I got from it. I want to definitely talk more in detail, the trades and the whole Wizards, everything that's going on, because like the Wizards are in the middle of everything now that they've finally blown up their team. They should have done years ago. You could have had a shot at Wemby, but that's a whole nother subject. There was also, I saw a lot of discourse on Twitter, Reddit, where it seems like the Nuggets somehow had, I think even JJ Redick talked about this, where they had this very easy road to the finals and that this is a weak championship. I'm not saying that, but the idea of that and the discourse of that, does that hold any weight at all? If you could like look back at the Nuggets' road to the championship, like what could you take from that?
I mean, it's kind of expected from a number one seed. But you're number one, you're going to play the 8th seed, obviously, first round. And then second round, they went against Phoenix Suns. We had KD and Devin Booker. I guess that's nothing. Then you have the Lakers.
Well, it is something because
that's what I'm saying.
Think about like in the beginning of that series, there was people picking the Suns over the Nuggets.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like sarcastically. I guess that's nothing. Devin Booker, dropping 50 and 40. I guess that doesn't mean anything. Lakers with AD and LeBron. There's two healthy when they're performing at their optimal levels. They're superstars in the league, really. So they swept them. And then you have Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Buckets for the Miami Heat. And you can't say, oh, he didn't get over Boston. Oh, he didn't get over Joel Embiid, over Giannis. They weren't good enough. None of them could beat the Heat. No. Two of them lost against the Heat. One couldn't even beat the Celtics, who lost against the Heat. So it doesn't make sense at all, that narrative.
Yeah, I think a reason why people say that narrative because it's pretty much it's because of the finals. It just has to be the finals because the Nuggets just made it look easy. I mean, the Minnesota Timberwolves, of course, we knew what was going to happen. But with the Phoenix Suns, come on now, you're beating two of the best scorers of all time, two of the best players in NBA history on that same team. So, yeah, the Phoenix Suns were kind of assembled late, but like you said, a lot of people had the Phoenix Suns.
One of the best players in history.
What?
One of them.
No, I said two of the best scorers. And two of the best players in NBA history, too.
No, one of them.
Nah.
Who's the other one?
Come on, man.
Who's the other one?
Ain't they one of your favorite boys?
Who?
Devin Booker?
He's not one of the best players in all time.
Come on.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Let's go into
this. One of the best players of all time?
Yes, Devin Booker.
It's not all said and done yet. Hold on now.
I mean, exactly. What we seen
He's
so
on
far?
pace, though, bro. You got to admit, if he continues at this pace, doesn't mean he has to, continuously grow, but keep this up for like another 4 years and slowly decline. I mean, come on, you can't say no.
That's just a really strong label right now, in my opinion. I'm just saying, and from my opinion, to give him that label right now, it's strong.
But he's on pace. You can't say he's not. At this age, doing what he's doing, he's on pace.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Come on, 70-point performance.
What
he did in this playoffs as well. Come on, y'all remember that stretch he had?
Yeah,
but
I remember that.
It may be too early for that, but I'm saying, I guess, yeah, for sure, he will be one of the best players in the game.
I
but
thought you were talking about Chris Paul at first. And I was like, you're talking about Chris Paul? You're talking about Devin Booker?
Come on, Devin Booker.
Okay.
But, yeah, so you beat that team with the Phoenix Suns, and then you beat the Lakers. You swept the Lakers, Made it look easy for that, and then go to the finals. I think it was just like, I don't know, maybe a disappointing final for fans. I mean, I guess some people may be saying, well, if you didn't like the finals, then you're not a true basketball fan. But everyone is subjective, bro. Everyone has different opinions. And I would agree that a lot of people were saying that this final just wasn't that interesting just because of how easily predictable it was. For the most part, no one had the Miami Heat winning, as they shouldn't have. And the Miami Heat played like how they were supposed to play. They were just outmatched. So it's not that necessarily that the Denver Nuggets had a easy road. It definitely wasn't an easy road. They went against very difficult teams, especially the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns, and the Heat as well, for even making it to the finals. Do I think that there could have been other teams that would have gave the Nuggets a more difficult time?
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. Miami Heat, they made it to the finals, but imagine if it was the Nuggets against the Celtics. I think the Celtics are a more difficult matchup for the Nuggets compared to the Heat, or I don't know, the Nuggets, and I would even throw the Warriors in there just with how sporadic the Warriors are. It's just like their play styles. I feel like the Miami Heat and Denver matchup it just favored the Denver Nuggets. As difficult and as hard as the Miami Heat played, they were just outmatched. Yep. So Nuggets, congrats again.
Yeah, congrats to them. But I feel like they're already getting downplayed on the difficulty, and MF is already coming out and saying that this trade is gonna fix this team and make them more of a threat than the Nuggets already. Like, come on, man. Like, we can't even. It's like, are they just that good that they just made it look so easy, and people are not giving them credit for how good of a team they are?
They're so good. They played exactly like how once he would play. I mean, throughout the entire playoffs, how many times did they lose total? 4 or 5? 4?
They lost 1 to
T-Wolves.
2 to the Suns, and then swept the Lakers.
They only lost 4 times.
16-4. 16-4 is their playoff record.
But I feel like they aren't getting the credit for that.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. Because if it were any other team, we would still be talking about that 16-4 record right now.
Yeah.
Just imagine if it was the Lakers making that record. We'll be talking about it right now. Any other team, the Celtics.
This dude would probably have got a shirt or something, or would have put on the whole jumpsuit and some more stuff. And
yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's been the case for the Denver Nuggets the entire season. So it's not surprising that they're not mentioned. They've always been swept under the rug. By me, yeah. I mean, I've even swept them under the rug.
We've all swept them under the rug, bro.
Well,
For sure.
16-4 is crazy though.
That is a crazy record.
So what trade do you think Denver Nuggets needs to make to stay a contender this year?
Nothing.
Nothing. They're losing Bruce Brown.
They don't need to trade nothing though. They go out there and try to find someone that's suitable. Hold on, come here, boy. I got you right here. Try to find someone that's as suitable as you possibly can for him, but in terms of making moves and when you're talking about trading, that means you're going to give something up. I don't think they should touch a damn thing. You just won the championship. Why would you even want to mess that up at all? You have players like Alec Burke, Jakob Poeltl, Harrison Barnes, Kevin Love, Seth Curry, Lonnie Walker, Kobe White, Hamidou Diallo, Kendrick Nunn, who had like a really underrated stint with the Jazz. You have players like that, Torrey Craig, that are available. I don't think you overreact to losing Bruce Brown. Sure, he was definitely a pivotal piece because, I mean, what he had some great performances in the finals, but I don't think you should trade. Trade shouldn't even be talked about with the Nuggets because why would you mess up that continuity that you have with the team? Just try to substitute what he gave you as best as you can, which is easier said than done, but I think that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, I definitely think that they should keep their team as is right now as much as they possibly can. But I mean, trades are gonna happen every season. Literally every team has a new player, and this is how it works. And the Denver Nuggets, interesting part about them is like they didn't use a lot of their players as well, so they do have pieces that they can move. I'm not too sure about the contract situation, but we barely saw Reggie Jackson. We didn't see DeAndre Jordan. We didn't. Do they have Ishmael too? Or no?
Yeah,
Ishmael. We didn't see. So those players are decent players. They're not just like completely trash players. I mean, they got pieces that they can move around, make trades for. I don't blame them if they get rid of Reggie Jackson, Bruce Brown, and all those players and try to find somebody else like another role player or just another person that can make a difference for their team. So they have moving parts. But yeah, I'm with Juan. I mean, you just want to chip. If it were up to me, I would keep the same exact team and run it back.
Mm-hmm. Keep that thing. What do you think they should do? You were talking to me about that speculation.
It is some tweet from some radio talker from Phoenix. He was saying there's reports saying Aaron Gordon might get traded from the Denver Nuggets. And Juan said it doesn't make any sense.
It makes zero sense.
And the only sense I can make out of is, I guess he has a high value on the trade market. He would, since he just won a championship and he was a big factor in it. They might be trying to get multiple pieces to replace him for what he's done while trying to, I guess, replace what they're going to lose from Bruce Brown.
My rebuttal to that is Aaron Gordon just proved to you that exact point you just made, that he's a pivotal piece for a championship team. And how many players can you find? That's going to be the hard thing about replacing Bruce Brown, right, is finding a player that can not only perform, but perform in the finals and give you great performances. Bruce Brown just proved that. That's why he declined his player option. He's going to get paid $6,800,000 or something like that. He's worth
way
double
more
that, double, maybe even triple than that.
I think probably $20 million.
He can get out. He can go out there. He can go out there and get him like 15 mil, easy, like for real. But yeah, traded Aaron Gordon. You're trading away a player that's why whoever the dude was. That's why I said I've never heard of him, and there's a reason I've never heard of him because I don't know. I don't find the logic behind that. Behind giving up a piece. I mean, what did he have in the last game? 27 points. And you saw how he was aggressive and assertive in the Miami series, as he should be.
Lakers series, too.
Yeah, like he did what he had to do. And he proved that he can be a player on a championship team. And he's locked in for this year and next year.
Yeah. I do agree his trade value is extremely high right now, but you're not winning the chip without Aaron Gordon. You're pretty much your best defender. If we get the people that he went against throughout these playoffs, I mean, T-Wolves, he had to guard Anthony Edwards. Next series, he guarded KD. Next series, he guarded LeBron. I mean, and then Jimmy Butler toward the end. Those are all superstars in the league, and he guarded them all. So, yeah, best defender, also stepped up offensively. I mean, every mismatch, it seems like they fed him. If it was someone smaller, they gave him the ball. He went to work. He also knocked down threes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he did it all for them. It would be stupid if they traded him. So, yeah, the only thing, trade value is high, but it ain't worth it to get rid of Aaron Gordon, one of your most important players on that team.
And we saw if Aaron Gordon's hitting threes, bro, they're damn near unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like, what is your answer? What do you do with Aaron Gordon's knocking down threes and the MPJ's knocking down threes? It's raps. They're like damn near unstoppable.
Yeah.
Really.
Crazy.
But I want you to find that dude again. I want you to find him. He's actually from Arizona too. Like,
Yeah, he's a radio.
I mean, people just say stuff, man, to get clicks and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, so we're talking about trades. What about the home team? What's going on with the home team, man? We just traded away one of the best backup point guards in the league. We got another point guard, another grit and grind player, a player I feel like very much fits the culture of the Memphis Grizzlies. Don't know how I feel about that trade. I think it was a decent trade, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think Memphis lost at all.
Yeah.
If anything, we probably got. Well, I mean, that's what was gonna be my question to y'all. Is like, Marcus Smart comes with his pros, but he also comes with his cons. All right, sure. I even pulled up Tyus Jones and Marcus Smart's like advanced numbers to try to, because we hear about the turnover to assist ratio thing a lot, and I feel like that's gonna be thrown around when we talk about Marcus Smart, because Marcus Smart is looked at as this player that's turnover prone or sometimes doesn't make the right plays, which I think is a little overblown. He's not that bad. He's actually a pretty solid playmaker, and the numbers back it up. Tyus Jones' turnover to assist ratios are freaking crazy. Per 36 minutes, 7.7 turnovers to 1.4. 7.7 assists to 1.4 turnovers. That's crazy. But you have to also factor in that Marcus Smart is a starter, and he plays more minutes than Tyus Jones. And, I mean, Marcus Smart, 9.5 assists. Per 36, 7 assists, 2.6 turnovers, which is almost double. But you also have to count in that he does play more minutes, and he has a bigger role for the Celtics than Tyus Jones ever had for us in Memphis, other than when Ja was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna be a little overblown, but it's definitely an upgrade defensively.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's bigger. He's been shown to guard like threes at moments too, and even bigger players, way bigger players than him, and that was the point I was gonna make too. Like, he fits perfectly with us.
Mm-hmm.
That grit and grind culture, and he hustles. So, and he's gonna be really important while Ja's gone for the 25-game suspension.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love that trade, actually. On our part, on Memphis' side of it.
It was really an upgrade for us because we're losing Dylan Brooks, and we're losing.
Oh damn! We haven't accounted for that.
And we just lost Tyus Jones.
Yeah, you're right.
Couple guards.
And then he was a defensive player of the year. What, last year? The year before?
2 years ago.
So now we got two defensive anchors in Triple J and Marcus Smart now. You also got Desmond Bain, who can play sort of good defense. I ain't gonna not on the same level as Triple J.
Oh, bro, I just thought about a video I was watching. They call him T-Rex. That's so fucked up, bro.
T-Rex.
Sorry, Dylan Brooks. I mean, not Dylan Brooks. Desmond Bain. Yeah.
Little arms.
Yeah.
Little arms be shooting. He be shooting that thing with the little arms.
Them fucking swole too. Them some big ass arms. Not my fault, bro. Keep going. That just made me laugh. I'm sorry.
But yeah, Memphis seems like it's gonna be a more defensive team next year.
Yeah, I don't think they're done making moves either. I don't think Memphis is finished here. Memphis needs to continue making moves. I still feel like. Do y'all think? Go out. There's definitely going to be a hole for Dylan Brooks, because ideally, I don't know how y'all feel. I wouldn't want Desmond Bain running the 3.
Nah.
I don't want him running 3. I want him running the 2.
Yeah.
And preferably Marcus Smart off the bench. And he's done it before in Boston. So I feel like Marcus Smart wouldn't have a problem like buying into that. I feel like we as in the Grizzlies need to go out and try to find a 3, which we desperately need. Unless you throw Zaire Williams back into the lineup, but who knows?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies, we do need a 3 because the other positions we're good at the guard position, also good at the big man position. But yeah, we had a pretty decent. What if we had Aaron Gordon? That would be like,
man.
See, that'd be perfect right there.
That'd be a perfect fit for real.
Yeah, but we need a natural 3. Desmond May would be too small to play the 3. I mean, you could throw him out there to guard 3 for a couple positions, but just too small to guard a natural 3. So yeah, get a small forward, and we'll be all right. Yeah. What do I think about the Ja Morant suspension? Did we talk about that already?
No, we haven't even talked about that. The Ja Morant suspension, 25
games.
Seems fair to me. I don't have a problem with that. It's preferable because that means we're not gonna be without him for way too long. Like, oh my goodness, how many is 25 games? Probably like 2 months of the season. He'll probably be back January or something.
He'll
like
be
that?
back by Christmas Day.
Yeah,
that's probably why they gave him 25, so you can be back for the big market game, Christmas.
Yeah, they need Ja out there on Christmas Day.
But I mean, I think I just hope like this same thing I'm gonna say that I said last time, that I hope he just learns from this for the best, that he changes his ways, and definitely with 25 games he's gonna have a lot of time to think and a lot of time to reflect, and he's not gonna go without pay. I think saw calculated that he was gonna lose $12 million in just his salary from not playing those 25 games, but then you throw on top of the incentives, the All-NBA. He's not going to be able to qualify for All-NBA or MVP or any of those things, or All-Star considerations, and all that is going to cost him upwards of almost $60 million. So maybe that's what he needed to see that extreme number of loss.
I thought it was more because I don't think he can qualify for the Supermax anymore.
No, he can't. He can't qualify for Supermax anymore.
Tough.
Yeah, and then you don't know what's gonna happen with Nike. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's like going behind the scenes with that.
Powerade.
The Powerade, like he fucked up big time. So I hope that this is like the wake-up call for real, that he needs to change. And but I think he's just young, bro. He's just young, and he's just making a lot of money really fast. And you got to give a player like that time to grow. Because not everybody's the same. Some people can handle that pressure a little bit better than others, and maybe he's just one of those that couldn't handle the pressure, and we shouldn't necessarily hold that against him.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty decent suspension. 25 games. I felt like it was slapping the wrist, but if we equate all the other things that are included as well, the things that aren't headlining, I think it's a pretty solid suspension. I just hope the Memphis Grizzlies don't fall off. Don't start off bad, because 25 games, it could make a difference. It could make your season 25 games. And I believe that the Memphis Grizzlies would still hold up. But with Tyus Jones gone, last season, I mean, when Ja Morant was gone, Tyus Jones stepped up and played tremendous for the Memphis Grizzlies and were able to keep them afloat. Now that he's gone, Dillon Brooks is also gone. You're bringing in Marcus Smart. And I think the Marcus Smart could keep him afloat as well. He can step up and do his thing. But let's say the Memphis Grizzlies are starting off bad. I think that'll really open the eyes of Ja Morant and say, well, I just cost my team this season, or we're in a bad position now. We could have been, for sure, a sure lock in the playoffs, but now we're kind of on the edge up in the play-in. I don't know. We don't know how the season's going to go, but hopefully the Memphis Grizzlies still, start off good, and Ja Morant corrects his ways.
What did you think about his suspension?
I feel like it was a little soft. 25 games. I think we've seen players in the past who've done similar things get suspended for more. I think Gilbert Arenas got suspended more than that.
Gilbert Arenas got kicked out the league, didn't he?
He brought a gun in.
Yeah, that's not on a different level. Though.
Yeah, but I guess it ain't the same as on a little going on a little Instagram live video and dangling a little gun. Ain't the same.
Just dangling it.
Ain't the same as self-protection, I guess.
He said it was a lighter. He said it was like a lighter.
I'm sick of all these lighters, bro.
I believe him.
It might be a lighter. The first one might have been, but the second one, Like,
Look, even
like,
if it
come
is a
on.
lighter, why you got a
Why?
gun as a lighter?
Why?
And then why you dangling it like that?
Why?
Like, right.
In the crazy like.
Haven't you seen the video of him when he went to go see I think it was like a high school prospect or something like that, and he's sitting on the bleachers, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm just telling my dude just hoop, stay out the streets." Like he's the one in the streets. I'm like, John, why are you talking like this, bro? Why are you doing all this? They just doing too much, man. But God, I just hope he changes, bro. That's all I hope, man.
Hopefully.
Because literally the whole franchise dangles on him, really. If he doesn't change and they have to do something and get rid of him, like, that's not going to be good for the Grizzlies at all, bro. That's going to be like another reset, honestly, another rebuild waiting to happen at that point.
Yeah.
Just blow it up. Trade everyone. Fuck it.
Speaking of speculations, what do y'all think about Zion?
Oh, man.
Zion.
Oh, Zion.
Oh man.
Zion.
man.
Do y'all honestly think that the put my foot down. Y'all honestly think that the league, that what he's doing is a bad enough look on the league that they're gonna somehow get involved with them?
Stop.
No way.
No, I mean,
He hasn't done anything.
What
you haven't
has he
seen,
done,
you haven't
bro?
seen you haven't seen like the videos of like that girl like tagging the NBA and like, y'all need to suspend him. I got all the sex tapes and I'm gonna release
Mila
them.
Mills? What was it? Mariah Mills.
Yeah.
Mariah Mills.
I said Mila Mills. Mariah Mills, man.
Yeah, so like you don't think like that? Think about
That's
those.
illegal. What she's doing is
yeah.
illegal.
What the NBA should do is go after her. But hey,
Go after her.
Yeah.
why are you doing all this?
No, that's actually illegal though. Like, to,
Yeah,
like
there's
blackmail.
defamation, I think.
There's another
There's
word
some-
for it, like it's involved with like
Blackmail?
pornography. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. I mean, she is blackmailing him, but there's another word for it, bro. Like
When you
I don't know.
release somebody's like sex tape without their consent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I mean, but Zion hasn't. We haven't heard from Zion, and we shouldn't hear from him. Why should he talk about this? You know, because what he's doing, it's not like he's doing anything illegal. What
Right.
he did was pretty much like mess around with a stripper.
Trying
Or
to have a
porn
few
star or whatever.
kids. So what's so wrong?
And I
Was
said, "Mommy and Daddy love you. Remember that."
What? Yeah, no.
My
Zion's so
boy.
cringe, bruh. He's so cringe.
I said, "Good morning, beautiful." I said, "Why are you so beautiful?" I said, "Stop that. You're so ugly."
Like cringe is corny, bro. How you 300 pounds of pure muscle and just corny like that, right? No, it's fine. Who am I to talk, bro? I'm nowhere near Zion's level. Nowhere, not ever gonna be on his level. But I just never got how you could pretty much, these celebrities and NBA stars can have pretty much any woman they want, bro.
And they choose that.
They choose that. They choose a porn star.
I mean,
Makes no sense.
it was something that Gilbert Arenas said, and I think on Patrick Beverly's show.
What?
I mean, you gotta think about it. Most NBA players, when they're free, they ain't got shit to do. It's from noon to 7. What type of women are available? Are just out and about from noon to 7?
Man, every woman. What you mean?
They claim, they say it's mainly just. I ain't gonna say the word.
What? Say it in a more. Just say it in like in the most professional way you can, bro.
A degenerate woman.
Porn stars.
That's far from. That's one type of woman that's out there, but
Professional sex workers.
not necessarily just like. Like, what are you? You gotta think
words.
No, but like
I'm trying to find what he's trying to say.
And that's
the
Escorts.
opposite. No, fool. The opposite will be.
Hookers.
I guess the opposite of the women that are available will be, career people who are chasing careers, like actual careers.
Ah,
You know-
gold diggers. Gold digging
I ain't
professional sex workers.
Degenerates. I ain't gonna say the
Yeah,
word
alright,
because
we ain't gotta worry
I gotta be
about
Yeah,
respectful.
yeah.
I ain't gonna say nothing but those bitches, man. But yeah, it's just a lot of, I guess, bad selections that you can't make because that's the only ones available for them. Because I mean, we're at work around that time, 12 to 7, noon to 7. A lot of people are at work or at school or doing something. They're not available, just out and about, fucking around.
Yeah, I'm not buying what Gilbert Arenas says, bro. You're a millionaire. You can have any girl you want. You can make a post that right
But
now.
some of these are young players like Zion, like 19, 20.
Yeah.
You just got out of college system. You just got out of high school. You don't know.
Even right now, if I had his fame and his money,
I would have went fucking crazy.
I'd be making so many stupid decisions.
Man, you
Hopefully
just
not as stupid as that decision though.
nah.
It'd be up there probably. It'd be
Up there with that.
Yeah, it'd probably
Come
be
on,
up there
Mariah
with that.
Mills. Out of everybody, have y'all seen her? Come on, man.
Maybe not Mariah Mills, but maybe somebody else. I don't know.
Are you gonna pull a Bruce Brown?
What did Bruce Brown do?
Y'all know about Bruce Brown?
What did he do?
What did he do?
Oh my goodness, y'all don't know about the championship winner, Bruce
No.
Brown?
What did he do?
Hold on, bro.
I saw him-
Hold on, let me make sure my sources are correct. But I heard, there's another porn star involved, and
With Bruce Brown?
he's supposedly the baby daddy.
With Bruce Brown.
Yeah,
But how many of them aren't there?
they're
though?
like Lena Rose. Because at first.
Don't Blake Griffin got a baby with
That's what they said at first. That's what everyone was speculating. They were saying it's Blake Griffin's baby because how he looked.
Oh, that
then-
little thing.
Yeah, the baby. But then everyone was saying it's Bruce Brown. Like, it's been confirmed that it's Bruce Brown. But I didn't like fact check it or anything. It was just like everyone just said it. It's one of the things that everyone talked about. Always like whose it was. It was Bruce Brown's. So but like I said, I didn't fact check it or anything. It was just something that was supposedly confirmed on the internet.
That's crazy.
Bro, that's
But-
hilarious.
Yeah.
He won the sperm rates and he won the championship. Let's go, bro.
It's like this is why you
He's
have
a
to,
winner, bro.
That's why you have to shout out and applaud the superstars that stay out of
Yeah, bro.
that
shout
stay
out
out
to
of
the D's.
that stay out of messy shit like this.
I mean, what's so wrong about that? Getting someone
But now
pregnant?
look at what this is leading to. This is now the New Orleans Pelicans.
But is that Zion?
are talking-
Is that on Zion's part or is that on the female's part?
That's on Zion's part too. Why?
I mean,
it's a class of woman that you're after.
But still,
Bro,
like
I don't want to turn this into a red pill. Into a red pill.
I'm just saying, right?
Look, just speaking of basketball, all I know is this mess that Zion, whether he did it or didn't do it, whether he got sucked into it or whatever. Now you got the Pelicans talking about trading his ass. They were talking about trading him before the draft to go up to get up in on the draft board. You see, like, there's just ramifications. Whether you intend, there's consequences to whether your direct action or indirect action.
hear me out, bro. It was a week ago when I took some mushrooms and this thought came to my head, bro.
Hold on, bro.
What if it's a conspiracy, bro?
This man.
Hear me out, bro. Zion never wanted to be in New Orleans, right?
Probably doesn't.
He was kind of disappointed when he found out New Orleans got #1. He always wanted to be a New York Knicks, and there's reports that his family is not satisfied with him being in New Orleans. So what if this is all orchestrated by him to get the fuck out? Hear me out.
That's too many.
And then Mariah Mills. What if they are just fucking around, but she doesn't have no tapes because she threatened she'll leak the tapes. Where they at? Zion never said shit. He hasn't responded.
I'm
Leak
pretty
them
sure.
tapes.
I'm pretty sure she has some kind of lawyer or something on her side. Like, don't do that. Don't do that because you're gonna get.
Or maybe
you're gonna get sued.
Or maybe Zion's like, yeah, just don't release it.
But wouldn't that be a damn
This-
shame? But wouldn't that be a damn shame because the Pelicans have
And
one
here's
of
the
the best.
thing: she demanded like trade him. Like what? If you like what? Come on, bro. Trade him now. Stop it. You just come on, bro.
I don't know. I think Zion is
Put your little 10-4 hat on and just look at it like that, man. I'm just saying, bro.
From a basketball perspective, right, Zion is just being a disappointment because the Pelicans have done like one of the best jobs. How many times have we seen a superstar, Luka, for example, where
LeBron.
the team fails to build around him and put adequate pieces around him? Look at how the Pelicans have put a great squad, one of the best young squads in the NBA around Zion, and he's not available.
And the irony,
And he's in this
no,
BS.
Not only that, the irony, he probably doesn't even want to be in New Orleans.
That's crazy.
That's irony. Like, what the fuck?
Like, what other young superstar would flourish with Herb Jones, Trey Murphy,
Brandon Ingram, C.J. McCollum,
Jose Alvarado? Look at all the players they have, bro. Like, all the depth and how they've built around him, and he's just not available.
Imagine put a
bro.
Wemby in there. Like, bro, from the gate, one season he will outperform Zion. Y'all want to talk about Wemby or y'all want to keep talking about his Zion? Because I got more shit to say about Zion.
You got plenty of stuff to say. about
Zion
that.
is just,
Bro.
he's just being really disappointing in my eyes. That's it, bro. He's very disappointing. Him and Ja,
I'll say, I don't know.
they're just looking like damn idiots,
So,
bro.
what's up with that class? What class was it?
It's
19?
2018,
18, 19.
2018. They're just
something
looking
about
like
that
they're
class.
just being idiots, bro.
I think P.J. Washington was in there, or no? Or am I tripping?
Oh Lord, him too.
Or was he in there? Was he
Hey,
in there?
bro.
I think he
I don't know.
was.
I'm sick of that
I don't know.
class. 2018 class for the wild motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. I guess in Zion's defense, he hasn't done anything though, right? He hasn't done anything wrong, illegal or anything.
Morally,
he's just been chilling.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
morally.
anything.
He's like morally. He's just been chilling, bro.
Yeah.
But then it's things like this, bro. Like the stuff he's in, and then his availability, and the team coming out.
Yeah,
you know,
when you put
former
it-
teammates and stuff coming out with like shots at him that he's indifferent and
Yeah,
that his weight could be better if he just put in the time. And then you see like I just highlighted the damn team that they've built around you.
he doesn't want. He does.
It's-
Just reports he doesn't even want to be there.
It's disappointing. It's really disappointing, and it's unfair to like the New Orleans fans. Like if I was New Orleans fans, I ain't gonna lie, I want Zion traded. I'd be pretty pissed off. Bro.
What?
Yeah, I want him traded.
Zion traded?
It might be
Yeah.
repeated history with like Anthony Davis, bro. Like Anthony Davis was a great player, but he didn't want to be there.
They built a great team around him too towards the end of his tenure there. But then
When he made a
demanded
playoff
trade.
run.
Yeah, but then he demanded a trade.
I mean, he demanded a trade because he had a fucking spot with LeBron in L.A. That's why he demanded it.
Yeah, I mean, with the Pelicans, no, they definitely shouldn't trade Zion. Your best player, you can't just give up your best player like that. Let's not forget how good they were when he was playing.
True.
You know? So if
That's
he's
the
able
thing,
to-
though. He needs to play.
He should
about
be
that.
back. He should be back next season, though.
But he's always so iffy. He's always getting hurt. He's too busy using up his stamina off the court instead of on court.
Stop it, bro.
but yeah, but off the court, they ain't got shit. I don't think they got shit to do with what's going on the court, bro. I genuinely don't think he wants to be there. And that's what's causing all these issues of him not being a good teammate, him not putting 100% in his health so he can be a great leader for his team. Doesn't even want to be in the city. I mean, I think it's a disconnect for him.
I know we bounced around Memphis, and before that, any final words on Zion?
Nah.
On Big Z. That's it.
Man,
All right.
let my boy do what he does, man.
We talked about. So now that we kind of talked a little bit about the Kristaps trade, we talked about Memphis's aspect of it. I would jump to Boston, but come on, we got to talk about the Wizards. We got to talk about the Wizards.
Why we gotta talk about
Oh my God, the Wizards.
the Wizards? I mean, they finally.
Hey, Pedro texted me saying they finna make a run this year.
For
did?
real?
I just playing.
Bro, I forgot that was his team.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yokora 227. So Washington.
Stop it, bro. Why are we talking about the Wizards?
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That future looks
Because-
nice, bro. They got Jordan Poole now.
They got Jordan Poole. They got Tyus Jones. They got Landry Shamet. They got 4 second-rounders, 3 first-rounders, and one of them is protected. Okay, but let me just ask. For the blow-up, right? Damn, we haven't even talked about Bradley fucking Beal. For the blow-up of the Washington Wizards, what would you grade that package that just got back that I told you? Jordan
Nah.
Poole, Tyus Jones, Landry Shamet. To start a rebuild.
They didn't get
And
one first
4
round
second-round pick.
They didn't get not one.
They got 3 first round. I'm talking about in total. Out of every trade. You're thinking about the specific
Kristaps.
Bradley.
No, I'm thinking about Kristaps.
You're
They
thinking
didn't
about the
get not
trade.
one damn first round pick from.
But I'm talking about like the whole thing in total. Because I mean, you got to kind of equate like they blew it. Pretty much their whole future was Kristaps and Bradley Beal.
It was probably like a last minute blow up. They probably didn't want to do it, but they were like, it's
Okay.
probably best.
So what do you think about the haul that they got to start off the rebuild?
I'll give it a B. It's not the best, but it's promising. You got Jordan Poole, who I think if you allow him to be the number one guy with the ball in his hands, he can give you what he gave Golden State. I think he can give you 20-plus points a night, probably 5-6 assists.
On a losing team.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, that's how it goes when you're rebuilding.
Yeah. I
You're
mean, he
not
might
gonna-
average 25. He's their best player now, so he
He has to.
shots to make.
is you have to make 25 points a game in order to be competitive with this team. Otherwise, who's the number 2 guy?
Tice.
But they're both point guards.
Tice.
And there's going to be a little battle between them. They both are sick of coming off the bench. They both want to start. Unless you move Jordan Poole to the shooting guard. And
you still got Monte Morris there, too.
See, look, it's going to be a fucking guard battle in the summer league for them.
Corey Kispert. You got those guards.
Yeah, this was a bad trade. I don't know. I guess the Wizards, I mean, we know that for sure that they blew it all up, but they didn't get anything in return. Come on, bro. Y'all are not going to sit here and tell me that Jordan Poole is the best player on your team. And this is the team that you're going to be rocking with in the future or to rebrand it with. Nah, bro.
And Kyle Kuzma.
They lost.
No, he's gone.
Look at what they lost, bro. They lost Bradley Beal and Porzingis.
And now Kyle Kuzma finna walk.
I don't know, bro. I just don't understand it. Like I said, I'll give it like a D because that's what you got in return. It's just not worth it for me.
They could have got a better return if they would have traded probably like 2 years, 1 year earlier. But I guess they held out, and I mean, this is what you get.
I think what messed it up for them was the trade exception, the trade clause that they gave Bradley Beal, where he pretty much got to choose
decline any trade.
Yeah. So they probably could have, if he never had that, they probably would have got a fat haul for him, but he probably just didn't like where they were going to send him.
Yeah, and he said
declined it, and no.
Nah.
Exactly, and that's what I think would really. I was going to say that too, that Bradley Beal.
They probably just asking, where do you want to go then?
Exactly. That's why they didn't get anything in return. You know, come on, that's what I said. You lost Bradley Beal and Chris Porzingis, and you're telling me that all you could get was Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones, who was involved in another third team with the Memphis Grizzlies. Like, no disrespect to them, but they're decent players. But come on, you just lost 2 of the very great players.
And Landry Shamet.
Well, I mean, come on, Landry, stop. You can't just be throwing names out there at me like just expecting me to flinch or something, bro.
Landry Shamet's a good player.
He's
a good player. He's a good role player, man.
Still, but he ain't.
He's a player I want off my bench.
But, but it isn't as groundbreaking effect as, I guess, Jordan Poole or, oh, shit, they just moved Bradley Beal. Like, you know, oh, shit, man, come on.
So you give it a D, you give it a B. I'm in the middle. I'll give it a C. I'm indifferent just because of the guard play. You still got Monte Morris there. Like, you got so many guards there. They're now going to have to pretty much prove themselves. And then they drafted what was his name? I always mess up it. I think he's a forward. He's not a guard. He's
some of the French?
Yeah, Kubil or
yeah,
Kubal,
something like
Kubal,
that. Kubil.
Cabal. I think his name's Cabal. I hope I'm not butchering it, but yeah. So, I mean, I had a fun question. If you had to guess Tyus Jones' season averages this year, what would you say it would be his? Now that he has so much opportunity, and he's probably gonna get 30+ minutes a night. What would you say Tyus Jones' average is gonna look like at the end of the year?
Well, sir, his average now to guess his average, what he averaged this season.
So this season he averaged. Oh no, I don't have it.
He averaged like 9 points or something.
These are averages. Like if you could just guess like points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, what do you feel like he would be averaging at the end of this regular season?
I give him 2 rebounds.
Points.
Points. How much?
Why you say 2 rebounds so confidently though? He's just doing like 2 rebounds.
He ain't getting no more than 2, bro.
2 rebounds.
I think that's a little. Yeah, two rebounds is nice.
That one little 2-piece.
It's respectful for him.
It's actually pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he can just get them 2 long rebounds every game. Just off to the fast break,
bro,
off with the horses.
I can get 2 rebounds in the NBA. Bro. Come on, bro. I got to give him more than that, bro.
Hey, man. He ain't down there in the paint.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He'll probably get like 2 long rebounds and start a fast break.
Why'd you start with rebounds, though? What made you start with rebounds?
I feel like that's
what made you start
for
with
me,
rebounds?
that's the most definitive fucking stat I think he's going to have.
Not
2
his
rebounds.
assists, not his points.
But bro, I think that's going to fluctuate. But rebounds.
What about his
2.
free throw percentage?
He's going to be mid 80s. He's a good free throw shooter.
I was just playing about that one, but
give you the answers you need.
What about points per game and assists per game? But give me an
assists. I say probably 8.
8 assists per game.
8 or 7.
Okay.
Points. Probably 12.
What's the problem with 12 though? That's what I had.
You have 12?
12
With him was a larger role?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't.
I mean, if he's a straight up playmaker, like if he's doing nothing but just orchestrating the offense like a traditional point guard, and he will have to get more than just 7 assists though. I ain't gonna lie. If he gets like 13 assists and it gives you 12 points, bruh.
I don't know about 13 assists. No, that's
like, hey, bro. I'm just saying.
Even James Harden couldn't crack that this year.
I'm just saying,
calm down.
But he's more. Well,
calm down.
Yeah, that's too many assists. He's not gonna average no double digit assists.
Maybe
not.
You don't know though.
He plays really safe. I don't know about 13 assists. To get to them assist levels, you gotta be a little reckless with the ball sometimes.
I don't think so.
I think you do.
Yeah.
No, bro. You can keep it just nice and fundamental. Like there's players that can do that. You don't have to be all with that. What was it?
And then look at who's
hot dogs.
You also need players to knock their shots down too.
You gonna have Jordan Poole, Corey Kispert.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness. Daniel Gafford at the 5, and then Denny Oddby. I'm assuming they're gonna put him at the.
They're gonna make some more moves, bro.
I don't know what they're gonna do with him.
They're gonna make some more moves.
Hey, there's a reason why the Wizards are one of the worst teams in the league, bro. There's a reason out there, so it's hard to throw him in there and expect him to just get double digits assists. Nah, that ain't happening, dog.
So give me the full stat line, bro. Points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, bro.
I'll give him probably 22.
Damn.
22 what, points?
Points?
Okay, I mean, he's gonna be let loose with Jordan Poole.
Okay.
Motherfuckers just do it, just ball out. So I say 22.
2 rebounds.
2 rebounds for sure. 7 assists.
Okay.
Steals, I would say probably round 1.
Okay.
He'll have high turnover rate too, though.
A higher one?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna turn it over more than he did with Memphis because he's playing more.
Okay.
He's gonna be doing more shit for himself.
I like that. Not gonna lie, I like that one. A little ambitious, but I like that one. What about you?
Man, I have no idea. I literally have no idea, bro.
Just throw something, bro.
Well, I'm sticking with my 12 points, bro. I don't.
But what is his role gonna be? Do you think?
Yeah, that's the thing, because we don't know his role. Is he gonna be the? He's not. Is he gonna be like the one of the top?
Just use your imagination, man.
I think he's just gonna be let loose, bro.
I feel like he's gonna do the same thing what he was with the Grizzlies. Just coming in. We don't even know if he's gonna be starting or coming off the bench, so that's why I can't just boost up his number like that.
So you think Monte Morris and Jordan Poole are gonna be starting over him?
Well, Jordan Poole's definitely gonna start over Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
And Monte Morris.
I don't know. I feel like Tyus Jones has been better this year
than Jordan Poole.
No.
Or just in general.
Just like he's proved himself.
No, Tyus Jones is hooping. I just don't see his number just like boosting or jumping, making that big of a difference on a Wizards team. But I mean, I see him scoring more for sure. He's gonna have more opportunities. Like I'll give him 12 points per game. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 assists. Rebounds probably be the same. One rebound. I'm not expecting him to go out there and just get
1-2 rebounds. I mean, shit. That's
0.8 rebounds.
Man,
something
you're
like
laughing at it, but that's respectable in the NBA.
I don't know. I'm trying to use my imagination. This is just a little imagination exercise, guys. It's just a little imagination.
Yeah, imagination. 2 points. I'm on those 2 rebounds, bro.
Yeah.
Hold me to it.
He saw that. I always liked Tyus Jones. Hopefully he does good in Washington, but
I hope he gets that fucking bag up from the motherfuckers. They gave Bradley Beal that bag.
But Tyus Jones already got his extension from us. It's just gonna roll over to them. Memphis already paid his ass. Memphis already paid him, locked him into a long-term deal, but they ain't came out that he wanted to start. He wanted to start. So
I think that's what did it for him. Like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro.
He's getting the opportunity now, though.
I got him at like 18.2 points, 4 rebounds flat.
4 rebounds?
Yeah, and about 8.
Man, more ambitious me.
And about 8.5 assists. On a higher turnover ratio, I think. Yeah, he's gonna
turn it over more. Same with Jordan Poole, bro. It's the same thing. It's gonna be the same from both. I think they're literally gonna just be let loose this year. We're just gonna probably tank it again. You guys just run your numbers up.
But why this year? They should have just tanked.
That's the thing, though. I think it's a young front office. They're not really well experienced because they're just brand new and shit.
And they just switched the ownership.
I mean, goddamn, they gave Bradley Beal that fucking monster contract.
Yeah.
You have to be somewhat inexperienced or new or something. It's nothing bad, but.
Since we're talking about ownership, how y'all feel about Michael Jordan?
Oh yeah, he's selling the Hornets, right?
Yeah.
About time. I mean, he ain't been doing shit with that franchise. How long has he been an owner since the Bobcats?
Forever, bro.
That franchise, along with even the Wizards, have had good success. I think just as long as I've been watching basketball, bro, the Hornets, Charlotte, and the Magic have been like the worst teams. And even like before that, the Magic, when I started watching basketball, the Magic were just starting their rebuild from the Dwight Howard days.
They were the worst.
But
when we started watching, they were the worst.
The Magic?
No.
They probably were.
The Bobcats were the worst.
Yeah.
But then Magic was close.
But you have to think about it. When we started watching basketball, the Magic had just started their rebuild from the Dwight Howard days. And they had just made a finals appearance. So, but before that, the Bobcats ain't been doing shit. The Bobcats were like irrelevant before we started watching basketball.
They were historically bad.
And they're still bad. So, I mean, it's about time, bro. Like, it's about time something changes in that organization.
I don't think it's going to change. I don't know.
Something.
Michael Jordan is kind of like intense.
Didn't you see that he's the one that has the say-so on all the players that they've drafted? And he had the say-so in this year's draft. So he had the final word on the Brandon Miller trade.
Which it should have been done. It shouldn't have been done.
You think it was a mistake?
It was a mistake.
They should have got Scoot.
They should have definitely got a Scoot.
Scoot and LaMelo?
Yeah. All right. So my philosophy would be, you always got the top picks for a reason. Your team is bad, right? You want the best player available. I don't care about the fit. Yeah, Brandon Miller may be a better fit, a better shooter, whatever. I want the better player, bro. Because if the Hornets, if they got the number 1 pick, do you think they'll get Brandon Miller? No, of course. They're going. They're getting Victor.
But I think Victor is still a better fit than Brandon Miller or Scoot.
Yeah, but I mean, no, I just would like to see the best player. Because for me, Scoot Henderson is a tier above Brandon Miller. If it wasn't for Victor, he'd be the number 1 player.
Any other draft, he probably would be number 1.
Yeah, he'd be going number 1. So for me, I thought that they would say, forget it. Forget the matchups, whatever. We still got the second best player out of this draft. Let's see what happens. We could trade people or see who fills out the pieces. I mean, whatever the case may be. But I guess they're just like, all right, this next season may be our season. So let's just get the better fit in Brandon Miller, which I don't blame. But I think it's going to cost them.
It might cost them for like that.
I mean, he's teaming up with maybe or maybe not. Scoot is now with the Trailblazers and Dame. I'm not too sure if Dame. There's been so much speculation with Dame.
Shit.
Not too sure if he's going to stay or not. Hopefully he leaves. But
Man,
I mean,
please leave that bitch.
He's not leaving, bro.
Yeah.
That's just a lost cause at this point.
But for me, I mean, yeah, this is why MJ's not the GOAT. This is why he's just not the GOAT, bro. He just drafted.
Hold on,
he
man.
just took Brandon Miller.
Hold on, bro.
You cannot hold his front office
in all aspects. If you go in all aspects, not just playing, the little 4 lines, but like the straight up all basketball, you can't say he's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah, I'm trolling with that
but
part.
I'm hoping you troll.
I mean, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, his organization has nothing to do with what he did on the court. I'm trolling that.
Either way, he's not the GOAT. But still.
Either way,
he's not the GOAT. LeBron is the GOAT. But
exactly.
Either way. Why am I tripping? But still, though.
Yeah. He just had to leave the Hornets in a shambles before he left that organization.
Damn, bro. I don't know, bro. That's so fucked up.
Come on, bro.
But you still don't know what Brandon Miller's going to be. We're talking about him like he's going to be some kind of scrub compared to
he's
Scoot Henderson.
No, he's not going to be a scrub.
What if he comes in and he fits perfectly with them? Maybe, what if he's not?
I hope so.
Maybe, what if he's not an all-star, but he's like a really great like shooter and he's a...
He has to be an all-star. All he has to do is just, can he mesh well with what Charlotte has going? Can he play with LaMelo? Are they trading what? Kelly Oubre?
Kelly Oubre's a
free agent.
He's a free agent.
So they may or not be teammates.
PJ Washington's a free agent too.
Mikal Bridges, I'm not too sure if he's back.
Oh,
Miles Bridges.
He's getting suspension. He's gonna be back.
Oh, okay.
By this season. Yeah, he's gonna be back.
That's good.
So I mean, shit. I don't expect him to be an all-star. Just play on the NBA level as close as you can. Mesh well with your teammates. That's for all rookies, honestly. Don't worry about becoming an all-star. Don't worry about championship. No, fuck all that. Just get yourself physically and mentally on the NBA level. Mesh well with your teammates. And then go from there.
LaMelo, at the end of the day, is still going to be their superstar. I don't care. The only person that would have taken that from him is
Scoot.
Wemby. Like, that title from him is Wemby.
I think Scoot probably took it.
Nah, I don't even think
I don't
Scoot,
know, bro.
LaMelo he's that good, bro. LaMelo is that.
I'm not downplaying LaMelo. I'm just saying, bro. Scoot is Scoot, bro. Like, he's something serious.
Physically, yeah. I agree.
Oh,
Scoot has a... He's one of those, like, physical, like,
and
John Wall type players.
As a fan, he might be more entertaining. Not to say, bro. I'm not saying LaMelo ain't entertaining, but Scoot, bro. He's entertaining to watch, bro. I'm just being honest. Seeing him on a fast break, seeing him drive the paint, bro, that's entertainment.
LaMelo,
he's entertaining too. I'm not downplaying him at all. I'm just saying when you compare them both, I'd probably rather see Scoot. LaMelo, he hooping. He does some nice ass moves, but there's some explosive ferocity when Scoot is driving that motherfucker.
What was that? What was I? I don't know. Hornets, finally, he's gone. About damn time. About damn time that man gone.
How y'all feel about Brandon Miller's, just his demeanor and stuff? I mean, he said some crazy things as well. I don't know if y'all seen.
Paul George was his GOAT.
Yeah.
Over LeBron and MJ.
Paul George being your GOAT?
Sounds like me.
It sounds like you fucking like 10 years ago.
Sounds like me.
14-year-old Juan Diego. Paul George is the best. He's the GOAT.
PG's the best.
He's going to win 5 championships before he retires.
Yeah, this dude chose Paul George. I've never once heard that.
He gotta be tripping, bro.
Paul George is he's a great hooper and good on like I guess foundation for or what would it be role model you would want to idolize your player to be. Yeah. Like he's a great player.
Yeah, that boy is smooth. Boy.
Yeah, he's smooth. And a great archetype. Smooth. Like he has long arms. He's good defensively. He can jump. He's athletic. He can shoot. I mean, come on, he's a good player.
Yeah,
but LeBron and Michael Jordan, we
don't have to talk about LeBron and Michael Jordan. There's 1,000 other players there better than Paul George. But I guess that's his. I would say it would be better if he said that was his favorite player,
right?
Instead of saying his GOAT.
Paul George is on my Mount Rushmore though.
Of what?
Like my personal Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah.
Oh for sure. You can say that.
I can't knock him, bro. It all depends on era what you watch.
Bro, Paul George, he's a hooper, bro.
But even then, Paul George was never like a 25. Other than OKC Paul George, before that and even after that, he was never like a 25 point per game scorer. I always saw him as a second option. I never saw him as the guy or superstar, other than OKC. But OKC was like kind of an anomaly. Like that was just like Paul George. Before that, you have to remember he was really inconsistent.
What about the Pacers?
With the Pacers, he was very inconsistent. Like he would put up 25 one game, and then he would have like 10 points the next game. It was very inconsistent. And then once he got to OKC, like he was consistently putting up 20 plus, 30 plus. I remember even like looking at him play that season. I was like, "What the fuck is going on with Paul George? Like he's going crazy." And we were talking about, we're like, "Damn, he's like playing like MVP." And then I think he had a shoulder injury or something like that. Yeah, and even now with the Clippers, he's not the guy.
Yeah.
Other than that series against Utah in the conference final where he finally, like, he shut people up with the playoff piece shit. But I don't know. You're right. I think you're right. There's a lot of the players you can choose over him, but it's just, I guess, preference.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But y'all heard what Malika Andrews was talking about? Bro.
Yeah, I think she brought up some.
She's so fucking
About
wild, bro.
About Brandon Miller, right?
Bro, ESPN, I don't know how the fuck they ain't fired her or Kendrick. No, I don't. Kendrick Perkins, I guess you can give him a little slide. But Malika Andrews is kind of ridiculous. I would have fired that bitch after the second incident. I was like, nah, bro, get the fuck out, bro. You just.
Yeah,
you tripping, man. You got. It seems like you got a personal feminist vendetta against these players.
Yeah.
But
she shouldn't bring anything out
during the draft, bro.
Yeah, no. Like just kind of like remember everybody. This is what happened.
Like, come on, bro. I ain't gonna stand like the next day in the morning. What first take
or on your own?
Go fucking wild
on your own platform.
But come on, bro. The very first thing people are gonna like select the number 2 Brandon Miller, and the first thing people hear, he was involved with this fucking bullshit that, like the police said, he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And I agree. I'll be the first one to say, in that situation, he didn't do nothing wrong.
I mean, most
he didn't know.
They probably even know anything about that.
Like, bruh. And even like, yeah, if you look into it, I'm on Brandon Miller's side. Like, he didn't really do nothing. He didn't have no ill intent. He just said to go bring a fucking item that belonged to this individual, and this individual did a horrible act. Yeah. But that's fuck all that. But yeah, Malika Andrews is just, but that's out of line, bro. That's not, stop it. Not even 10 seconds after being drafted, already getting shit on by her. Come on, bro.
So what about the other draft? I know y'all were talking about the draft picks and stuff. I mean, I really didn't pay too much to it, but I know there's a couple familiar faces and names, like the Twins. Of course, they went back to back.
Bro, first time I think in history. And they were top 5?
Yeah, back to back. Like
4
that.
and 5?
Yeah.
Shit.
It's gonna be interesting. I think this draft is gonna be on the Malika Andrew thing. Oh, I really don't. I mean, I saw what she said, but I don't know much about it, so I'm just not gonna say nothing about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
not the actual substance. I'm saying her saying it.
I mean, yeah, it was wrong. It was wrong. But the other stuff, I don't know. But top picks in turn, I think Scoot Henderson is the smallest player out of all of them. He's
6'2".
6'2". Then you got Brandon Miller, 6'9". You got the Thompson twins at 6'7" each. And then behind that was Anthony Black, who's a 6'5" guard.
No, I think that's 6'7".
He's 6'5". I looked at it before we started. 6'5".
Hmm.
But with shoes, he's probably bigger.
Yeah, that's probably with the shoes 6'7".
I think it'd be safe for Scoot too. I seen a picture of him. He does not look 6'2".
6'2"?
He look what?
He looks like 6'4" at least, bro.
6'4".
In the picture. He's
Oh,
like shirtless.
Are they measuring
Bigger.
these players with or without shoes, bro?
I have no idea. We don't even know if they're actually measuring these players.
Like,
You know, with KD when he got drafted, he lied about his.
What the fuck are these- what the fuck, bro? He's a what? Multi-billion-dollar fucking league? You can't fucking
Even like-
measure a fucker.
And MPJ is a good comparison too. He's like the same height as Jokic. If you really look at them stand side by
Yeah.
side, bro.
Yeah.
He's damn near 7 foot. He's like 6'11", bro, almost 7 foot. But you would never know that because of the style of play that they play it so differently. But
I mean, with it, you can kind of tell. And PJ, he's out there big as fuck. Like, what the hell are you doing out there?
Just shooting. That's all he does. Just
Shit.
catch and shoot.
in terms of those picks, what I make of it, I think it's gonna be deep, bro. I think it's gonna be a deep class.
It's gonna be a
Just
nice
in my
rookie season.
my personal opinion, I think this is probably gonna be the deepest class since the 17 class, in my opinion.
Who was in the 17 class?
Shit, a lot of players, bro. Plenty of players.
Was that Donovan Mitchell?
Dylan Brooks, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen,
Oh, that's
De'Aaron Fox, Jonathan Isaac. Even though he's been unhealthy, but when he's healthy, like he's been great. More players. That's way more players in 2017 draft.
I think this is gonna be more interesting than that, bro. This
I think-
rookie season, bro.
I don't know about all stars
Shit.
and like all NBA players, but I think there's gonna be like some really solid ass players coming out of this draft class.
We know Victor's gonna be solid, bro. I'm willing to bet he's gonna win a ring in his career.
You think so?
Bro.
Mm.
The Spurs, bro. Oh my God.
It was like a hand and glove fit.
Man, thank fucking basketball gods they fucking got him. Cause
Yeah. I think it was a perfect, as far as organization wise. I don't know about like the actual team, whatever, but the culture. Come on, bro. You're now being.
the NBA script is coming to fruition
It
right
really
here. bro.
did seem like a
And
step.
they're about to be tough on him.
Yeah, you're being mentored by
Great.
Manu Ginobili.
He had a dinner with Manu Ginobili,
Tim
David
Duncan.
Robinson, and Tim
Wow.
Duncan.
Come on, bro.
Like,
It
bro.
doesn't get any better than that.
Shit.
It just does.
And then you got Tony Parker. You probably gonna have
Mhm.
Boris Diaw also coming by, and you got Greg Popovich. But stop.
Script is scripting.
Come on, bro.
The script is scripting.
If it was the NBA script, it's right there, bro.
So what do y'all think the Spurs are doing next season?
Man, this is gonna lead me into the next one. But before that, okay, hold on.
No,
No,
go
let's
into it. Go into
The
it.
initial question that I had like a while ago was, damn, it was reflect on this past season. What was y'all favorite moment? I know it's like a really weird 180, but what was y'all favorite? I want to take a moment to reflect on this season, 'cause I think this season was a really good one. What was y'all favorite moment? There's so many favorite moment of this past season, this past regular season, and what would you grade personally this season?
I'm graded an A. One of the best moments for me was when Patrick Beverly grabbed the camera and showed it to Tim Kennedy. I think Tim Kennedy said that was a foul.
I feel like we had something cool to talk
Tech.
about every fucking week, bro.
Yeah.
Seriously, like there's something.
There's
going
always
on
something
every
popping
week,
off.
man. Every single week.
This series, I mean, this season was so funny, so funny. It was amazing. I don't know, bro. There were so many great moments. I need time, to
Alright.
think about that. I just can't.
You can
I
pick,
think-
bro. You can pick one for every fucking month, bro.
Bro, you pick one from every team.
Yeah,
Every team had like a favorite moment.
I'll give you a moment to think, man. I think my favorite was when Luka dropped that 60-point triple-double. That was, I remember, bro. We had just finished recording or whatever. It was a Monday. The couch was right there, and I was editing the audio, and the game was going on. And I think the Knicks were up by, like 8 points with 30 seconds to go. And I was like, man, boring-ass game. So then I just turned it off and just left it editing so the computer could go faster. And I thought I'm gonna take me a nap. And next thing you know, I hear a notification on my phone, and it said Dallas has won in overtime. I said, "What happened, bro? What in the world just happened?" That's when I went back and watched the game, and that was like the most amazing moment, man. Like that was crazy as flip like that. I don't know why that just highlighted my head.
The most amazing moment was when you took a nap.
Nah, the highlights afterwards, but
yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I was just like, that's never happened, bro. I was just like, what the fuck just happened?
Man, there was a lot of shit popping off this season. Donovan Mitchell got what, 60, I think?
70. 70 full.
He got 70. What, Dame got 60?
Dame got 72.
Fuck, man.
Full.
I think it was not. I think it was exactly a week later he broke his record.
They had you talking about, are we seeing a scoring explosion? Everybody was talking about that shit. Everybody was talking about, oh, there's
This league
a
was
scoring,
going crazy.
bro.
We
Laurie dropped like 46. Plenty of players dropped 50.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro.
SGA dropping the OKC Thunder
Oh
against the
my
Celtics
God.
when they dropped like 200 something points.
Bro, or the Sacramento Kings versus the Clippers when they both scored over 150
Oh my
and went to double overtime. Bro, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
What is
man?
life, bro?
What is
Man.
going on?
It was crazy.
I'd give this season an A+, bro. This shit was.
It was entertaining.
It was
as hell,
so
bro.
fucking entertaining, bro.
It could have been better, but
So much happened.
a lot of. I don't
just
know.
so
bro.
much
It was so
happened.
much.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving it an A.
And now you're injecting all this talent. Scoot Henderson,
Wemby.
Wemby, bro. Come on, bro. The Thompson
We got
twins.
Brandon Miller.
Full. Like, this is. I think this season is about to just notch.
Finna pop off with Washington this year, pal.
Bro, they're gonna be the worst team. They're not.
Stop
They're not.
it,
They're
fam.
not doing the Jazz. They're gonna be the worst.
You
fucking
telling me
team
they're
in
gonna be the
league.
worst team?
Yes.
I'm gonna hold you against that, bro.
What?
They're gonna.
team?
Washington's gonna be
What?
the worst team in the fucking league.
Hold on,
Stop
bro.
it,
You
bro.
just said, were you just high on the Washington Wizards? Now you're saying they're going to be better.
How was
worse
I,
team?
when did I say I was high on
You
them?
just said that Jordan
Stop
Poole.
it, fam.
Oh man, Jordan
They're gonna
Poole.
put up good
They got
stats,
Daniel
but they're gonna
Gafford.
lose.
They're gonna be
But
on a
they're
losing
gonna
team,
lose.
but it ain't no
But
way
they're
they're gonna be the
gonna
worst
lose,
team.
though.
They're not gonna be the worst team, bro.
Who's gonna be worse than them? Ish?
Detroit,
No.
Houston.
No.
Houston.
No. Hold on. fool.
Houston.
Hell no.
Houston.
Hey, they got
Nah.
Cam Whitmore, didn't it?
Who?
Cam Whitmore.
Houston did.
I'm asking, did he?
I think so. Or was it Detroit that got him?
No,
Houston's not going to be that bad. I think they'll be better than
I think it
that.
was
I think it's
Detroit.
gonna be. They're gonna be entertained. They got so many athletic guys who can just
Yeah,
run.
they still got the young course. Jalen Green, KPJ.
But most importantly, they got a good coach now.
Who went to the Rock? Who's the
Ime.
Oh,
Ime
Ime.
Udoka.
Yeah, yeah.
Ime.
Man, he's
Yeah.
gonna get them motherfuckers.
And supposedly they don't want nothing to do with James Harden, so he's gonna stay his ass in Philly.
I don't get why he would go to the Rockets though. Why would he go to the Rockets?
Money.
Come on,
Money.
bro.
Money.
James Harden paid. If he's still he's not. He's actually. It wouldn't make sense for him to make money now. He
think
wants a
about-
ring now.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Only thing that would make sense if you take basketball out of it. Like
Yeah,
he
I
has
think-
family there, he has
yeah,
business
family,
there.
business,
Out of
yeah.
post basketball life, it makes all the sense. Go retire there, but motherfucker, don't you still got a few more years in
Yeah,
you?
he's still chasing that ring. So I don't know. I don't understand that Houston Rockets right now at this present moment going into this
Nah,
season.
Not yet.
They're not making any
Hold
moves,
out,
but
pimp.
yeah, maybe like when he about to retire last season, send him there. Have him
Have-
like a good season.
Retire. Yeah, now this is your last season. They're gonna fucking just celebrate you every game because
Yeah.
you're Houston MVP.
Yeah, legend.
So you don't have a favorite moment, man.
They're just I can't.
That's
I
too
can't-
many, bro.
I feel like I could. I feel like I was gonna be able to tell your favorite moment, bro.
You already know.
I feel like I already know it.
You already know there's one. That's one,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
just can't say it because it's too obvious.
But you
know?
can't tell me that's the one that
Exactly.
you're gonna remember. Like,
No, that's the one that I mean. One, of course, one of my personal
they're
favorites.
like,
but I don't-
Tony, 2022, 2023 season. What do you think about? What's the first thing that pops to your head?
I can't stop. I can't stop thinking about it, bro. You know, I'm trying to think of something different, but there's just so many, and I don't want to say something out there and be like, oh yeah, it was this, it was this. I mean, come on, bro. Yeah, it's obvious.
When LeBron broke the scoring record.
Bye.
Of course, I don't have to say.
When I
it,
think
man.
about this season, I think bye.
Exactly.
Bye.
I don't have to say it. Y'all already know.
What's your grade, man?
grade for the season?
Yeah.
Oh, it's A. I want to say A plus because it was if
It
would have won the
was
ring.
good, bro.
If they would have
Well-
won the ring, this would have been A plus. I would have been done with basketball. I would have been like, oh yeah, this
Yeah.
is it.
I give
God,
it an A
bro.
because of injuries. I just give it an A because of injuries. A little less injuries, like no injury to Zion. If I can stop that, and without the John Morant mess, it'd probably get an A plus. But I give it an A though.
Well, it's definitely
Chef's kiss.
A. One of the best seasons.
Yeah.
It would have been. Nah, I don't know. It probably would have been S tier by then. Fuck A. It would have been just.
Yeah,
God
if he would
damn.
want a chip, A plus plus for sure. But of course
Hell
it
yeah.
wasn't. But yeah, if I had to pick, that's my favorite personal moment. There were just so many. But yeah, come on, this is like we're never gonna see this again. We're literally witnessing history. We witnessed history.
We witnessed it. We saw
witnessed
it. We just saw 270.
We just lived through it.
70 bombs.
Yeah.
270 bombs right there. Like it was nothing.
And we're gonna see some more.
And then we saw. Can y'all remember that the Nets had Jock Landale? They had Kyrie and Kevin Durant on the same team at one point, and they were
going crazy. Do y'all remember when they were just like
they were number
like
one?
The favorites. Yeah,
they were number one.
They were the favorites, pretty much win it all.
And then Kyrie demanded a trade.
Look what happened. I mean, there's so much happening this season. Like, bruh,
One little thing, just
the
one
Lakers,
demand.
Look at the Lakers before the trade.
Oh
They
my
was
God,
like,
2-10. Look at them now. Look at them.
I
Bro, they
mean-
folk did my boy so dirty.
Who?
Fucking Jokic, he did my boy so dirty.
Yeah,
LeBron,
Jokic did.
why they had to do him like that, bro?
Couldn't give us one game.
Just
But
one, bro.
It's cool.
Don't-
It's cool. Where deserved. Not gonna take.
You heard
anything from
what at the parade? What I think the owner, the
Bruh,
GM
they're
said.
like, why are they so focused on the Lakers? See, that's
The
why I
Lakers,
think that's why like,
daddy.
it makes me want to hate them more. Cause I'm trying. You know, I've never been a big Nuggets fan or Jokic fan.
I like it, bro.
But I'm like, why they say, bro, y'all played the Lakers, not in the finals, in the Western Conference
You
finals.
gotta
Why
look
y'all
at it
still
their
talking about
perspective,
them?
though, bro. Like after game one, Lakers they lost, but everyone's talking about
Lakers coming back.
Darvin Ham found a way to beat the Lakers. They cracked the code. They were saying all this.
Yeah.
Fucking game 4 about to get swept. Lakers. I mean, you gotta think about it, bro. From their perspective, like they're boning. They're fucking about to be champions, and everyone's just talking about Lakers.
I feel the same way too.
But with the mindset that they had, though, they seen it's like, oh, we don't listen to the white noise, you know, we don't listen to the social media. But now that they won, it's like, man, we
It's
beat the
kinda like,
Lakers.
fuck
We
y'all.
beat the Lakers. Come on.
Everybody listens, bro.
Exactly.
Come
It's
on,
like, bro, y'all listen.
I think it's,
Act like we know
it's
y'all
motivation, bro. For them, it was motivation for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Didn't Giannis let you down this season?
Yeah,
Remember
he
that?
did.
Yeah, he let you down. You thought
How,
you
bro?
would expect Giannis now to
From
be
the
a
stat
player.
pad? The
Yeah,
stat
you would.
pad?
Oh, Kendrick. Hold on, but you would expect like Giannis not to care about that. But you know, you see obviously
Yeah.
Every player. I feel like every player in the
But
league.
it was just one rebound, bro. Come on.
But it's the
just-
it's the principle of it that
Like,
got.
fuck that. He should
the
have. I respect that.
But you can see
Principle.
that. But you can see
They
even Giannis pays attention, bro.
They didn't rescinded that rebound. But to give that shit back.
Yeah. It's crazy. Different one rebound.
And then Jokic is a stat patter, and now he's a champion.
He's the greatest stat pattern we've seen. Shit.
Kevin Perkins is dumb as fuck, bro.
That ain't funny, bro. He shouldn't be on ESPN, but he shouldn't be exiled. He needs to keep talking, bro. He's so funny, bro.
Y'all see when he be breathing into the mic and the
He
fuck
said,
check
JJ was like,
JJ was like, man,
Kendrick, is that you moaning in my ear? And his team was, I was just about to say something about that. But that ain't funny,
man.
bro.
Ken's Parker is funny.
He shouldn't go away, but he shouldn't be
He's not
getting
that
paid.
bad though. His takes aren't that bad. They're not that bad.
It just
He
when
has
it's
solid takes as
bad,
well.
it's
Bad.
kind of like not even just like you're just wrong. You're just like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Just calm down. Bro.
It's like
turn it up too much.
if you take him day by day, he says the right things, but when he is wrong, he just says some dumb.
It's some
ass
valleys.
shit.
It's the valleys that are just
The
bad.
stat padding thing, that being white MVP thing, like
Yeah.
Hold on,
even
bro.
though he
had a
didn't want.
point.
It's like he said it without saying it, and then when JJ Redick like confronted him about it, he was like, "I
it
ain't never said that.
And
I
then
ain't never said."
one
Bro, yeah,
minute
you did.
later, 1 minute later, because it's a fact. It's a fact.
Like,
bro,
bro, you said it, bro.
Come on, bro. Like, be consistent.
See, the thing is, like, even when he said that, people were saying like it made a difference in MVP voting.
He might have,
It
to be
didn't
honest,
though,
bro.
because the
It
people who
doesn't.
vote for
But-
MVP are NBA analysts and like the people in the NBA media, their world, bro. They're not
Right.
gonna listen to Kendrick Perkins and be like, "Oh,
Right.
Kendrick Perkins said that."
I don't know,
coaches,
bro. I think
like-
we're thinking too. Not,
I'm saying,
the
like-
coaches for sure, but NBA media, bro. But I think we're thinking too highly of them sometimes. They're humans.
No, I'm saying like
They might
as
be
far as
sheep.
like the Kendrick Perkins saying that
It might
white
sway
Jokic
them or
was,
like get them
white
to
or
like.
whatever.
I don't think that completely just shifted everything, but it might have people thinking like, I was already getting voter fatigue 3 times.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
I think that's the one thing that could have been it as well. The voter fatigue.
Oh, that's
But
definitely it.
I still don't. I don't.
I don't think that was the number one factor. I think it did play a role, but it was probably anything tipping point. That's it. It wasn't no heavy factor or anything.
For me, I felt like Embiid deserved the MVP though. The
He
regular
deserved to be
season.
up there for sure.
Yeah.
No, he deserved it, bro. No, he got that. He did that, bro. He led the league in scoring, bro. He dominated.
He may not
did
get
what
it
he did.
again though.
Yeah, it'd be
I mean,
hard. I mean, it's
yeah.
all.
But hey,
But he got it.
He got it. Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, he
got
got
it.
it.
That's all that matters.
Fuck y'all. Fuck anything else. He got it.
He didn't get the ring, but he got the MVP.
Shit, that's the next thing he got chased for, the ring.
Yeah, it looks like Jokic had his eyes set on another thing on that ring.
Yeah, that's old news. MVP, that's old news.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Vano's MVP.
That MVP was changing like a motherfucker every damn week. Shit.
Every week.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell at one point.
Yeah, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, KD.
Luka.
Embiid, Luka. Everybody was.
LeBron.
Everybody was just at
Zion.
one point. MVP Zion.
MVP Zion.
What game was that? I don't remember what game it was.
My God, damn, he was amazing.
Where he flexed like real hard and they're like MVP Zion, MVP Zion, and I was like, okay, I can get behind that.
Like, bro, the man
Get
just
behind
needs to stay on the fucking courts. Quit all that.
Man, he was talking about Zion. We brought Zion name. He's
Man,
go crazy.
But he's that great though, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he's that great. Like he's literally that great.
My boy Zion. Man, funny dude, bro.
Yeah.
I fuck with him.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about Boston. Now we talked about the Wizards side, we talked about Memphis side. Now we've been jumping like a month. We've been jumping everywhere, but Boston. They got Kristaps. But more importantly, what I think we're overlooking, bro, what's been proven is that team chemistry is more of a factor than we give it credit for. And I think the Warriors were the example of that this season.
I think the Nuggets were the prime example.
But
Man,
I'm
they
talking about
built-
negatively affecting team
on
chemistry.
the negative side. Oh, yeah,
What
yeah,
happened
yeah,
with
yeah,
Draymond?
Yeah.
Now Jordan Poole's get traded.
Think it's a
And
bounce
now-
back?
But look what happened. The initial trade package was Malcolm Brogdon, but it didn't fall through because of his physical. So now you're going to have to come back to Boston as Malcolm Brogdon and play for a team that you know that you were literally about to get traded for and go to work and put it all together. I think that is going to have more of a negative impact than anybody has. I really haven't seen anybody talk about that about that aspect. I think
don't
it is.
think so. I think that's the thing about the NBA. It's a business. You gotta, man. Superstars names get thrown out there all the time.
But that don't negate that. Goddamn, I almost got traded.
I'm not saying they don't think about it, but if you're one of those players that can hear that, go through that, and still keep it, 100%, you 100% deserve to be in the league. You are a fucking NBA professional player. You're a pro. You hear all that bullshit. You almost got traded, but you still come in and prove yourself. That's what you expect from professional players.
Yeah, and I think it's different from Malcolm Brogdon because the physical was what took it apart. So he went through the actual physical. He already knew it, right? He's like, all right, getting traded, physical time. Oh well, I'm not getting traded, so it wasn't like too bad. It was like, are you out of here or whatever the case may be, and then you're being brought back by another team, bringing you back for whatever reason. But
yeah, I don't think players look at it being potentially traded as, offensive or anything like.
But as far as the team chemistry wise, it could, Malcolm Brogdon would be like, well, this is a team this is an organization that really wanted to trade. But I mean it's the Celtics.
It depends
Or
though.
like-
It's the Celtics though, bro.
And
Are you surprised?
and if something's not going right, you're like, oh fuck it, y'all were about
It's
to
not
trade
like
me anyway,
they
so.
promised them anything. Oh, here's a 5-year contract we just signed them. You're gonna be part of the future. Like they ain't. Well, we don't know.
You don't know that.
We don't know. But
You
more
don't know that.
Boston, they're a legacy fucking team. They're not gonna be all. They probably ain't even doing that shit with LeBron right now.
And it's a difficult situation because even the fact that he knew that they wanted to trade him, it's not like he's gonna be out there like, oh, nonchalant. No, well, I'm not gonna play good for you.
He ain't gonna be like Zion.
Yeah, he still has to go out there and perform his best because at the end of the day, that's what they do. They're there to play basketball. So he's still gonna play his best basketball as much as he can, and go from there.
He got a contract coming up. It could be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. He got a contract coming up soon.
I just looked at when he's gonna be a free agent or whatever. I don't know.
It'll probably be a while.
Business
I don't
is
know.
business.
I don't know what situation looking like.
But of course, you can't knock on a person for getting upset about it because they're human after all. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, of course you're gonna feel some type of way, but you should be able to process that, overcome it, and then show up. And while those 48 minutes while you're playing, don't even think about that bullshit. But after the game, you can do whatever. But you should come in and perform what you do before and after the whole trade talk. It shouldn't alter it.
Yeah.
Are they the favorites in the
I
East?
found this on the web.
The hell, see?
A lot of people have been saying they're the favorites in the East. They're looking at Kristaps and they're like, oh my goodness, this is it.
That was a good accusation, though, bro.
This is it.
I think it's too soon. If I had to choose East favorite though. I'm still rocking with the Bucks.
I don't know about the Bucks. They lost Chris Middleton, I think.
I'm rocking with the Heat.
I'm rocking with nobody. It's still too early, bro. You
I'm
can't
rocking
rock
with the Heat. Fuck what all them folks talking about.
The only
the
person
Heat.
I'll rock with is probably Denver. That's everyone else.
But in the East.
In the East, fuck, I don't throw me anywhere, to be honest.
Just throw me anywhere.
Throw me anywhere. Throw me in the Magic for all I care.
The Magic. I'm gonna throw you to the Wizards.
Shit, I'm a DC fan.
So you got the Bucks starting off early, nice and early. This is nice and early,
I mean,
fresh.
Bucks-
I don't know,
Same
bro.
same team pretty much.
They might not even
They're
have
losing
Chris
Chris Middleton, though, bro.
I mean, as right now,
I
though,
think
we-
I
as
think
right
they're
now-
gonna lose him.
Right now.
I think
it's the
they're gonna re-sign him, bro. Why would he?
He wants more. He's probably gonna want more money, bro.
Well, he just declined. What was his damn contract? He declined a fat ass.
He's not gonna get paid as much as that anywhere else.
Dude, he declined.
He's not getting that money anywhere.
I mean, yeah.
Any other team's not
Yeah,
giving him like 30 million or something.
They don't
I
even
know.
have money like that. Much teams to even begin with.
But he declined it, so it
I
means
don't know.
something. Maybe he goes somewhere for less
Right.
money.
And the amount that he declined was just fucking crazy. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's
I don't
saying
need
like
my
another
source, bro.
team.
So he's probably indication he just doesn't want to be there.
Or he's gonna re-sign for a smaller amount,
Get some more pieces or
for
something.
more extra pieces.
So you telling me he's a team player, not looking out for himself, bro? You
I
telling
mean,
me that, bro?
That exists.
Ain't no
Yeah.
way for hell no.
James Harden did it. Why wouldn't Chris Middleton do it?
Yeah,
Stop.
Chris Middleton seems like
I'm
the
just-
guy that would do it. He's been there like his entire career.
I feel like a lot of players
And he won a
they could
championship
do
there.
that, but I feel like they just want the money. Ain't no wrong with it, to be honest. Secure yourself and your your family's financial securities, along with probably generational wealth.
Yeah.
But if you put in basketball over everything, why not take a pay cut at least once?
Maybe that's what he's gonna do. Maybe
Yeah.
that's
If
what
he
he's gonna
does that, he has respect from me.
do. James Harden.
Win or lose, you got respect from me. You bought in.
James Harden, not all folks did that. with the
And that went
Sixers
so
last year.
like, not much people talked about it.
Mhm.
If LeBron would have done something like that, people would have been freaking out. The greatest of all time is so humble in his,
So
in his
humble.
golden years.
It's crazy.
And shit's called fucking. What's that shit called? CBA fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna change up everything. Speaking of Boston, what are they gonna do? They're gonna keep Jaylen Brown?
But the Celtics, I thought that they were. Yeah, that's. I thought that they would trade around with.
They can't keep both on the supermax. It's gonna be $600 million for both. They're gonna.
I think-
is Jaylen Brown is a
Free agent? No,
No,
he's not.
they could give him They could give him a contract extension right now
Yeah,
if they
or
wanted to.
He could still be a part of like trades though,
Oh yeah.
and the other team, whichever team acquires him, would have to just pay him the money.
I mean they don't. But that's the thing. They may not want to pay him
Yeah.
supermax contract. You got to think about it. That's what, almost $300 million. Shit. $60 million a year. God damn.
Or maybe they just keep him and don't sign him for the extension and just use him for one more year.
He's probably gonna want to walk.
But then he would walk for nothing.
That's the thing. Like I think they're trying to just go all in this year. Like, bro, we have to go all in. We're not gonna be able to keep these two superstars together.
I don't see Kristaps pushing them
Well-
over the edge. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the flexibility that he offers now because you can put.
But now they
can
got
have-
more of a defensive presence in the paint, and he can defend pretty well on the perimeter. He's not the
Yeah,
greatest.
but still, it's not like Porzingis is not your difference maker.
And
Like, he's not gonna take you out to
Yeah.
the. It's not like, okay, well, we got Porzingis now. We're gonna make it to the finals now. He's like, okay,
Oh,
it's
no, I
maybe
think-
a little upgrade or
yeah, I think it's a
maybe
little.
it stay the same.
It isn't drastic, but I think it's an upgrade.
yeah, you can run some stuff with him. You got Kristaps,
It's more
Al Horford.
He's
You can-
more offensive than Marcus Smart.
You can literally stretch the whole floor out with them. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Kristaps on the same the
Right.
floor at the same time.
So
Bro,
what I'm hearing is y'all got the Celtics as the favorites.
I don't got them. as
I got the
favorites.
Wizards in my favorite.
I got the Heat.
Heat.
I keep them in the Heat.
Bro, I don't even know what the Heat. Bro, depends on what the Heat do.
I
If they
don't-
get Dame, boy, they going back to the finals.
If they
Fuck
get
Boston.
Dame. No one knows where Dame is going. We haven't even talked about the Suns though.
Oh, we really have them, huh?
KD
Brett-
with his fourth super team.
Huh.
Now they have KD, they got DB, and then BB, Bradley Beal.
KD, BB, and DB.
When I say these folks' salary is so damn tight, bro. They have
That's all they have though. They
Tell me,
have,
bro.
what
Tell
they-
me.
They have 5 players on the payroll right now. 5.
How
And
much
those-
they paying? What's my bill, bro?
The NBA salary cap is 136 million, right?
100,
Hear me out. With those 5 players, Cameron Payne, Bradley Beal, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant, they're going to be paying those 5 players $168,625,071. They're $32 million over the salary cap with just those 5 players.
And
Is that the first apron?
They don't even have their bench, bro.
They haven't even.
That.
Oh my god!
And you need 15 players to start the season, bro.
They literally have no. Well, we know that their team.
Who's their owner?
The team's
Matt
not going to stay
Ishmael?
like it. What is it? Ishmael?
No, Matt Ishmael.
Yeah, no.
Matt Ishmael.
Man, that dude.
Ishmael, what if you were the owner of the Suns?
Bro, if I was the owner, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be going.
like a Phoenix Suns
You
owner.
look
doing the
like
same shit.
You look like a Phoenix Suns owner. I'm not gonna
I'll
lie.
be doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Let's get KD. Let's get fucking Bradley Beal. Hey, Draymond, bring your bitch ass over. Let's go.
Well,
Bro, I
we know
think-
that there are three players that they will have. With the rest of the team, we don't know. 'Cause
Bro,
they can't afford.
But think about it though,
can't-
bro. That's insane. You're already over the fucking limit with just you're starting 5.
Yeah.
And Cameron Payne's only getting $6,500,000 of that.
Oh my god. But trade
surprised
DeAndre.
they- yeah, I'm surprised they
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna ask you. I was like, do you keep
You
this?
need to trade him.
No, I'm saying, do you keep this and just sign minimum contracts and run it, or do
No.
you or do you trade DeAndre Ayton for some pieces?
You
for some
trade him.
depth?
You trade him, bro. You
Well,
got
first
to,
thing-
bro.
For me, first and foremost, I don't get the Bradley be a pick.
Pick up in the first place.
Yeah, in the first place, because she's pretty much Devin Booker. What do they do differently? They're both scorers. They're not necessarily playmakers. They're not necessarily defenders.
Devin Booker's a better playmaker.
No, I'm not
Devin,
saying like they're
On the
of
same
course they're
level,
different,
but
I'm saying
they
they're
bring the
very
same thing to
similar.
the table.
like. So what do you
shot
see?
creating, pretty much.
Another
Same.
shot creator.
Yeah,
they have
scorer.
shot creators though.
Someone who can shoot,
Is that
catch and shoot on the
Is
perimeter.
shot creating what they needed? Because I feel like this Phoenix Suns
didn't need
Suns
that.
team did not need shot creating.
No,
They had enough.
They needed more
If anything,
defense.
They had too much shot creating
with
with
KD and
D
Book. That's enough.
and they
have
did
enough,
their
yeah.
thing. So I'm like, what they needed was role players or solid pickups. You know, those fucking Bruce Browns, those Aaron Gordons, those players, those role players that come in and know their roles. They just completely threw it out the window, and they got the complete
I
opposite.
said, let's put a super team together.
Exactly, and now they had 3 players, so they were already top heavy in my eyes personally, with the Phoenix Suns before Bradley Beal. Now they're getting more top heavy because they literally only have them 3, nothing else, literally. We don't. Well, that's not the team now. We don't know who else they're gonna pick up.
They
but
gotta trade DA, bro.
Yeah, DA.
They have to.
For salary purposes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also role player purposes, bro. You got to.
And I don't think he wants to be there either. 'Cause, like,
Hell
I
yeah.
think he was gonna get traded to like the Mavs or something, some other teams, maybe the
To the
Pacers or
Pacers,
something.
yeah.
I'll tell you something. Matt Ishbia, if he was in charge, he would have said, "Get the fuck out of my team."
It may still happen though. You know, the season hasn't started and of course, they can't afford.
I think
all
so.
the stuff,
I would. If I was
is.
Matt Ishbia, I'll be making moves like a motherfucker.
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot
need
about
both
Ish
players.
Wayne. I forgot about Ish Wainwright. They have 6 players on the roster.
Yeah.
He's on a minimum contract. I forgot. My bad.
Yeah,
6
damn.
players. 6 players. 6
Some of the
players.
players with ish on. I
Ish.
guess yeah. The Phoenix
You're meant to
Suns
be
are-
in Phoenix,
I need to
bro.
go to Phoenix, bro.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to be in Phoenix. I see you as a Phoenix Suns owner, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, we right there like that.
Yeah,
Making deals.
just like this.
Hell yeah.
Just like that, bro. With the
On the
Pikachu.
court. Side
with the,
court.
With the fuck I'm hot shirt.
The fuck I'm hot.
Like this.
On mushrooms and shit.
Something like this.
Hey, that's something I would do. Be owner just on mushrooms at the games. What the
But-
fuck you gonna tell me? You gonna escort me out? Bitch, I'll pay you.
With,
What the fuck are you talking about?
with that Bradley Beal acquisition, man. Yeah, I know you already weren't high on the Phoenix Suns. I was extremely high on them when they got Kevin Durant. But now, where do you gauge them now? Like, did they get better, or is this a step back? It's kind of hard to tell, right? Because to say that a team got worse with Bradley Beal is kind of a weird thing to say. But is it true though?
Nah.
Just looking at the whole thing.
Yeah, I can't say that they got worse because it just can't happen. You know, you got Bradley Beal, who's not a superstar, all-star though, an all-star player. As far as the Phoenix Suns like team though, who else is on the team? I don't know. I don't even know who else is on the team right now. Who they have? So
KD didn't play too much games with them though, so that's kind of a hard question to answer because how did they look with KD without Bradley Beal getting there? They only played 18 games.
Are they any some sort of threat to any of the other teams in the West?
if they get some role players, they're
that's
serious. I'm scared for my life if they get some solid role
Are
players.
they a threat to your Lakers?
They're a threat, bro. Come on,
They-
bro.
they-
KD.
Are they a threat to the Nuggets?
They a threat to the LeBron Lakers.
Look, the Suns, they just took the Denver Nuggets. They won 2 games against the Nuggets now. They won 2 games. If they would have won the 3rd game, who knows what could have happened. It didn't happen, of course. Shout out to the Nuggets. But that team, the Phoenix Suns team, did win 2 games against the NBA champions. So if they get some solid role players, I don't know if they'll be able to.
That would be a scary three-headed
Yeah,
monster,
especially-
bro.
And now they're throwing in
Shit.
Bradley Beal. Like, you already couldn't double team. Like, who? Like, you can't double team KD and D Book.
Now you got Bradley Beal there. Like,
But
shit.
my thing is, I don't know how they're gonna play because all 3 of them gonna be starters, right? They
Yeah.
have to be starters. So
Yeah.
now we looking at who's the point guard.
Devin Booker.
Devin
He's
Booker's
got
gonna
to
be
be the
PG.
point guard. He's
So
gotta
now we
be.
have Bradley Beal as a 2, KD as a 3. Now they need the big man. I guess DA is still there. Let's say if he is there,
Ish Wainwright is the 4. At this moment, it's the only thing they got.
who's the 5? I guess DA.
DA, and then
Yeah.
Cameron Payne off the bench, and you have
Josh
6
Okogie.
players.
Do they still have him?
No, they don't have anybody, bro.
They don't have Josh Okogie?
Look, it's all gone. Everybody's gone, bro. Everybody's gone.
Are they gone, or are they just?
Gone. They're
Dang.
gone.
Well,
gone.
let me see, bro.
They're free agent.
Let's see who they pick up.
They're off
then.
the books. They're
Right,
off the books.
bro.
They
What
have 6 players on
the
the
fuck
books.
is man should be doing over there, bro?
Well, 6 players, we can't tell what they're gonna do with 6 players. It's like
I think it was interesting though. I think I don't know where I heard it. Was it JJ Redick or I don't know if it was the Dunker spot JJ Redick where
Oh my
the
God.
Phoenix Suns were able to take those 2 games from the Nuggets because they just had so much shot creating that no matter what the Nuggets threw at them, it did not matter. And now you're adding another crazy ass shot creator who can get his bucket on anybody and anywhere on the floor.
do you think that's
Is that the
kinda
formula?
where they headed?
Is that the formula to beat the Nuggets? And
I
to
mean-
beat the rest of the teams?
I don't
To
know, because
stop
I
the
feel
Nuggets.
like maybe it wasn't the Phoenix Suns. Probably wasn't the only team that thought that though.
Bro,
maybe-
there's
could have
plenty
been other
teams
teams
probably
that
at
thought
Can-
that as well.
There's probably plenty teams at Cancun watching the playoffs thinking we could have stopped that.
Yeah,
we
there
could
were
have. We
other
could have been the
teams.
ones to stop the Denver Nuggets. Probably stop it.
I don't know, bro. I really
But none of the teams that they faced had the offensive threat that the Suns had in
Yeah.
terms of you cannot
It's the same
double
thing.
off of
It's the same thing with the Miami and the East. They weren't good enough to be there. Like Golden State, they could have done. They weren't good enough to beat the Lakers.
to give the Suns credit. Chris Paul was hurt, bro. To give them credit, to
Yeah.
give them credit where it's due, Chris Paul was hurt.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they would have beat the Nuggets.
It would've been more
what I'm saying
competitive.
is that the Phoenix Suns are looking at it as Bradley Beal just adds another one of those weapons where you cannot, like he said, you can't double off of him. There's really not much.
you got to do
you can
one-on-one
do.
coverage.
Yeah,
You're forced or play zone.
and maybe they saw the playoffs and they're like, no team had that kind of threat. Maybe one,
True.
Anthony Edwards, LeBron, even LeBron to an extent. Like he's not the offensive threat that like shot
KD
making that KD and
or Devin
Devin
Booker
Booker
is.
and the Heat were lacking that so hard that the Suns were the only ones that were gonna break. They were gonna force, like even if you look at the finals, bro. Jokic could drop down so comfortably off a pick and roll because Jimmy Butler was either too passive, or you're gonna force him to take the
Yeah,
mid-range
bro.
jump shot. You're not gonna force Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, or Devin Booker to take that mid-range jump shot. They're gonna burn you each time, and
Every
no
time.
other team had that option. No other team had that option. None of them.
That is interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, is this what they're looking at? They're like, okay,
Maybe
we're gonna
so.
we're gonna bust y'all asses on defense for dropping so much because they dropped against every team, all of them.
I don't know. I think this Phoenix Sun team's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting though, for
We
sure.
gotta see who we're gonna pick up.
Yeah,
bro.
but I mean it's gonna be minimum contracts though.
They gotta
unless
trade, bro.
unless they trade DeAndre Ayton.
Bro, they have to, bro. It's not even a knock on Da. Just, bro, salary purposes and just how the team is structured, bro. You got to go, my guy.
And another thing is like, where's their defense? Come on, bro. They don't have any defense either. So, well, back to your point, they could just say fuck the defense and just offensively just be perfectly.
Try to be what the Kings are.
Yeah, but even the Kings have defense to a certain extent.
Be a discount Kings.
You can look at players that you could theoretically grab for a minimum contract, which they can do. They can still sign minimums. But that's all they can sign at their point. You can still grab a player like, I mean, you can laugh at him if you want to. Georges Niang, Andre Drummond, Derek Jones Jr.
Aren't they Drummond still in the league?
Derek Jones Jr., Matisse Thybulle, because these players are only getting paid $3 million apiece. If no other teams throw offers at them, they could theoretically sign these role players.
$3 million, bro. $3 million is nothing. That's crazy.
Literally, Austin Rivers, Wesley Matthews.
But none of those players are gonna sign for $3 million, though. Do you think?
I think
because
I mean,
though,
if they don't get a contract from anybody else, not all of these players are gonna get contracts from everybody else. Montrezl Harrell. I mean, some of these players just have really low value.
$3 million. I feel
It's
like
either like they can take that $3 million contract or they can go play overseas.
Yeah.
That's just what they were getting paid this year. But those players that I'm naming are players that didn't their value didn't go up. You know what I'm saying? But you see PJ Washington, he was getting paid $3 million, but obviously he's gonna be looking for more. But even Ish Smith is available, bro. They're still
being everywhere.
Yeah.
Has he played for Phoenix? If he has, he needs to go there, bro.
I don't know.
Gone.
Yeah, he really should
Keep
go
on the tradition.
This
But I'm
man played
saying,
for 15 teams.
Do you keep DeAndre Ayton and just sign players like that, role players
I
to
guess
a
you
minimum?
could make it work, though. I mean, those players, I see a couple of them players, if they could afford
At
to,
least 2 or 3.
Montrezl could go there. He brings something to the table.
Bring Andre Drummond back. Fuck it. Why not?
I
Just
thought
someone who can just be a presence in the paint.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Be a backup big for when.
It might work.
So I see the Suns getting a little bit better, but I don't know if they've taken that favorite thing from me, because we've seen teams on paper that look like beasts and monsters, and they end up not fulfilling their expectations.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. The trades have been so unexpected because the Phoenix Suns got Bradley Beal, of course, but they also got rid of Chris Paul. We didn't talk about him going to the Warriors.
Damn, we haven't talked about Chris Paul. Chris Paul thing, bro. We glanced over it, really ignored it.
3 teams in 1 week.
This is personally, I don't know how can I ask this question? What is this fit? What is Chris Paul to the Warriors? What does he bring? And now that Jordan Poole's gone, what does this tell you? What does this tell you about the state of the team and Draymond being a free agent too? What do you make of all this? Are the Warriors just in a big mess right now? Is this the biggest mess they've been in a minute?
No, this is not a mess. This is no indication of a mess. I feel like this is a team that looked themselves in the mirror and noticed that they're not the same, championship caliber team, and some changes need to be made. So as far as Jordan Poole, swapping out Jordan Poole with Chris Paul, I don't see a problem with it, because I feel like Jordan Poole. Well, it just depends how the Warriors are and what they want in the future. I feel like right now they think that they could get a championship. They could win the championship right now or the next year, within a couple of years for right now. So that's what their plan is, to get it right now. And Jordan Poole, he's a type of a young star for sure. If they're picturing to just build and continue to build for the future years, it would make sense to keep Jordan Poole. But I feel like right now it was a good swap, because now you have a veteran in Chris Paul. He's definitely going to start. But as far as
he's not going to start.
He's not starting.
Yeah.
No, there's no reason for him to start. I mean, I'm just assuming, but I feel like they just brought him in, not even for a veteran presence, just because the Golden State Warriors are probably the team that doesn't need a veteran presence, such as Chris Paul. But having Chris Paul come off your bench, he's not like he just washed now. He's obviously not the same. He still could come in and do his role, play, make, facilitate, calm things down. Yeah, so I feel like it was a decent pickup. As far as what they were trying to do, I don't know though, because he's not gonna win them a title either, But he could be a pivotal player, because he still does his thing. He's still one of the best point guards in NBA history. I just don't know how they're gonna mesh him in a way.
How they can integrate him into the team.
Yeah, 'cause like I said, I don't see him being a starter, right? He can't start with Chris Paul and Steph Curry. I guess you kind of could, but would you want to do that? I would assume no.
What has Clay at 3?
Yeah, so it would work.
Draymond at 4.
But that's if Draymond comes back. That's the thing.
I think he is though.
Jordan Poole ain't there.
Yeah.
They just be straight up. He was.
Steve Kerr did say that they're not winning the chip without Draymond. Yeah.
And I think they do honestly have probably 2-3 more years of like serious, like a serious run at the championship that those three stay together.
Yeah.
If after that time point, or if they break up, it's over with, bro. It's GG's, bro. But yeah, the whole dynasty stuff is over with. It's like, nah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's kind of like the other trades. I'm like, it's so unexpected. I would never imagine Chris Paul going to the Warriors. Like,
me neither, bro.
it's like, what? No. But
I really thought he was gonna go to LA to the Clippers. I honestly thought he was gonna go to the Clippers. For real. But with the whole Draymond thing, it had me thinking when they acquired Chris Paul, like, what if the Warriors are thinking, what if Draymond doesn't come back, and you need that voice in the locker room that Draymond was, and the best thing you can probably do is Chris Paul, and you run a lineup of Chris Paul, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, maybe Wiggins at the 4, and Kevon Looney. You still need bigs. So I was just trying to make sense of all of it, because it just, to me, it just doesn't make any sense.
What they did, they don't have to pay Jordan Poole anymore.
That's true. That's true.
They got rid of his contract.
That's one other aspect too.
Yeah.
So they could probably sign a big.
So
or
maybe
look for a
players.
big. They need a big. They need a fucking big. Kevon Looney's great, but
They need something to back him up. They need something to back him up for sure.
maybe have Kevon Looney be the backup. Think about that.
Yeah.
As good as Kevon Looney, imagine if that was coming off the bench. But again, it doesn't matter. Like, you can start or coming off the bench. Kevon Looney's gonna bring what he brings. All the rebounds. You'll get a few points, not too much, but they need another big.
Yeah.
He can't be your only big.
Then before the beginning of the season, we were kind of like split between whether, I think the whole like NBA fan base as a whole was split between whether that altercation between Jordan Poole and Draymond Green was gonna affect their chemistry, like to the point where the team wasn't gonna be the same. It was like a 50-50 split. I feel like some people were like, nah, it's all right. They'll talk it out. They've been teammates for long enough, and they'll just, it'll just get swept under the rug as the season goes on. And the other half was, I couldn't be teammates with a guy who just knocked me out. I think we're seeing that incident had something. It was more than what we saw. I think it negatively impacted the team to the point where they weren't the same anymore. I don't want to say the punch is the only thing that did that, right? But I think it
made a difference.
It made a difference for sure. I think we can look back on that and be like, yeah, like Draymond really messed that up. He fucked up.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. Because not even being Jordan Poole, Draymond Green, just being on the Warriors team. Just like one of those rookies, or just being like Kuminga or Moody or one of those guys, and you're like, damn, he just punched Jordan Poole.
Damn, like what is gonna happen to me?
Exactly. Like, or I can't explain myself, or I can't really express myself to Draymond, because what if he does something to me like that, and if I say something, they might I may be out of the league. These guys are playing for their life pretty much, so it definitely impacted them. I feel like in a way. What? Yeah,
What do you think they were talking about though? What do you think Jordan Poole said that led to Draymond just swinging a punch? Do you think it was just personal, or?
I can't even imagine, bro. I can't imagine. Everybody has different triggers. I think it came out that something, I don't know what, I can't find the source, but it came out that Draymond came out and said that as soon as he hit Jordan Poole, like he immediately regretted and immediately knew that he was wrong for what he did. But there's other people saying that Jordan Poole was acting different since he got paid, that he was just like carrying himself different. He was just talking a little bit more. So I really don't know, bro. Everybody's got different trigger points. Some people can tolerate more than others. So I can't speculate what they were talking about, to be honest. You can call one person a bitch all day and they really don't mind, but you call another person a bitch, like, that's fighting words. So I don't really know, like, what. I don't know. Everybody has different tolerances, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what the reason it was either, but I know for Jordan Poole, then I'm looking at Draymond completely different. I would have been fighting back. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
If I could have. It looks like Jordan Poole kind of just welted or whatever, but
It was just one hand done.
I mean, he got knocked out, bro.
Exactly. I would have been
out.
like, just imagine having to go against him practice or just being around him 24/7 and competing on the floor. Like in the back of your mind, you're like, nah, this guy.
It takes
I don't really
time.
mess with this
Bro.
guy. Yeah,
It's still gonna take time for you to get over that fact.
Not even that. In like practice, if he fouls you or something kind of weird, like it's gonna feel a little different after knowing that you got knocked out by that person.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like, I don't know. It's gonna be weird, bro. It's gonna be real weird.
So I feel like the Warriors are like, somebody has to go. It's obviously gonna be Jordan Poole
because he has the most value. At the end of the day.
They got CP3 for him, bro.
Yeah. So, what about Chris? How you feel about that ish? CP integrating with the Warriors. Do you think he's starting, coming off the bench, or what?
Man, he probably has to come off the bench. I mean,
it makes sense.
If he wants to compete for a championship, he ain't starting. Let's just be real. CP3 can't be your starting point guard for a championship team. For almost mainly all the teams that are gonna contend, you can't have CP3 being your starter. It's just because all the guards now are they're just so young and athletic and fast and explosive. CP3 just ain't gonna be able to keep up with them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's getting hurt with injuries and shit past few years.
Mm-hmm.
So if he was to come off the bench, that's less strain on his body. And let's be honest, he's gonna be needed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Fuck the regular season. Every now and then just go play for like 20 minutes.
I was about to say, here you go again with this regular season talk. You had that one time.
Hey,
it doesn't matter. And
we ain't gonna go into all that, but
here we go again. Like regular season ain't even started. This man already say fuck that, man.
We're talking about Golden State right now, bro.
That shit ain't even started yet.
Come on,
said,
calm
fuck the regular
down,
season.
bro. Look,
but I digress, bro. I'm sorry. I just had to jump in,
Look,
give my 2 cents.
I'm just saying, and if I'm running Golden State, bro, we need you to basically be healthy for the playoffs.
Yeah.
We're trying to contend. Like we're not trying to just fight for a seed. We're trying to win this championship. We need you healthy in the playoffs. So don't overstrain yourself in a regular season night-to-night basis. 82 games. Like, come on, bro. That's a lot. That's a fucking lot. That's a lot to just watch. Imagine playing that shit, bro. We kind of underestimate how much they fucking.
Also think about how Chris Paul plays versus Jordan Poole and how the Warriors system is compared to all the systems that Chris Paul has ever played on. He's a very methodical point guard, slows the pace down at the half court, but the Warriors don't play like that. They play a lot of handoffs and a lot of off-ball actions. And you're talking about his age, and Chris Paul is not a great three-point shooter. Let's not forget that. It's going to be really interesting to see how they integrate him and how he plays with that system. Are they going to cater to him and bring him off the bench and allow him to play that methodical
with the second
way
unit?
With the second unit and a Klay Thompson with him and Andrew Wiggins with him or Steph? Or are we about to see Chris Paul flying off of dribble handoffs and doing all this crazy shit? Like, can you imagine that? Like, I don't see Chris Paul playing like that, bro, at this age. But it's gonna be interesting. just imagine Chris Paul coming off a pin down.
Stop playing with that,
coming
bro.
off a pin down, bro. Come on, bro. Like, he doesn't play like that, bro. Like Draymond coming over with the ball and then Chris Paul flying off a handoff. Come on, man. Like, that's gonna be. Are we gonna see that?
One play, yeah, I think we'll see that shit.
Yeah, how are they? Because they are gonna have to kind of change the style of play as well. With Chris Paul but I think he's just in there for just calm things down. Because we're not gonna see him on a fast break or anything. But yeah,
We might.
What if he just changes his game up and is his 3-point shooting just skyrockets and he's just taking limitless range threes?
After a 2K play.
Yeah, bro, that'd be kind of funny, bro.
on the Warriors team,
yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just me. That's just me. My imagination, man.
Bro, speaking of imagination, what about Victor Wembanyama, bro?
What about him?
What about it?
Bro,
What about that boy?
What do you expect from him?
14 points.
14 points?
Hell no.
What do you mean?
How much rebound?
Well,
Bro,
no.
fuck the
I'm
points.
just playing,
bro.
bro.
Hold on.
Hold on, man. I'm just playing. Hold
Bro.
on.
So what do you
the-
mean?
I can't tell a joke, man. Hold on. I just can't
I
tell
didn't
a
take
joke.
it as a joke.
What?
Do you mean like he's not gonna average 14?
Nah, I was gonna say he's gonna only average 14 points.
Only.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nah, he ain't averaging that, but he's gonna be good, bro. He's gonna be all right. Health to me is the number one priority for Victor Wembanyama. When somebody that size and that big, bro, it's health at that point. We just see what happened to Chet Holmgren. It's another player we haven't got to see play. How tall is he, bro? 7 foot
I
flat?
think like 7'1" or something.
Okay.
Who?
Maybe
Chet
7 foot.
Chet
flat.
Holmgren?
What is he, a center?
Yeah, he's a center. Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, he finna. Boy.
We're seeing a lot of these players that are built like that. I mean, Chet Holmgren, Victor is kind of exceptional because he's 7'6" or something.
7'5".
Bobo, too.
Bobo.
Yeah, can't forget about Bobo. There's so many
Don't
these
forget
tall
about my boy
players, bro.
Bobo.
Yeah, and they're like these centers aren't centers. They're like pretty much guards that are in center bodies.
And it just so happens that they're from overseas.
Something in those overseas waters.
Yeah,
Kristaps.
I think
Kristaps is 7'3". He's the tallest next to Wembanyama.
crazy.
Kristaps.
the thing is, like overseas, the training programs teaches basketball like everything. Like, it doesn't matter how tall, how short you are. You're gonna learn post work. You're gonna learn how to dribble. You're gonna learn how to shoot, pass. You're gonna learn a little bit of everything. Whatever you excel, continue on that. But you need to know. Doesn't matter if you're the tallest player. You better know how to, have some dribbles, and you can shoot. The same with like the smallest person. You need to have some, post work and shit.
I hope so.
But here in America, it isn't really like that necessarily. If you're a 7 foot, you're center automatically. Like, nah, you just center. Even though, say that motherfucker has an actual jump shot. Nah. But there's some exceptions like KD though.
I think it's just a coach by coach basis, bro.
Because KD,
who you grow up playing under, honestly. But sad as it is, like who coaches you at the end of the day, and who's your mentors at the end of the day. And I feel like as a young kid, if somebody sees a vision in you, like they probably saw in KD and Victor, and they see the physical tools, and they're like, okay, this guy can play. He's positionless. Then they're gonna instill that in you. But if I don't know, you're coached and mentored by more hard-headed
the old
people,
heads.
old heads. They're like, nah, get your ass in the post, rebound. Well, there's nothing wrong with that because, we see some great players that, play that role great.
But think about it, like, that's probably not the best because clearly the overseas players are just coming and dominating. What's our top 5 players right now in this past season? Joel Embiid, Jokic. It would probably be Luka,
Giannis.
Giannis, four just overseas.